welcome back to the Hannahcast YouTube channel, and today, we are going to be going through my old Oscar predictions. Man, last year Oscar season was not great for me, or at least it ended up not being great. We went from having a fantastic frontrunner in Sing Sing to probably the worst imaginable one, or like the worst imaginable one possible with Nora. So we're gonna go through this list and, you know, go through like what I got right, what I got wrong. Because I did make some good calls, but there were a lot that I did ultimately get wrong. And if I'm not mistaken, I think in my early Oscar predictions, I only went like like 1 out of 10. Let's take a look at this. Early Oscar predictions. All right. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. So it looks like, okay, we're gonna see a little bit of a a tease here with visual effects. I only got 2 out of 5 right, but they did all get shortlisted. Like, you know, Mufasa. We'll talk about visual effects here in a little bit, but yeah. By the way, how are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? Let me just make sure I can have this up so I can read chat, all that stuff. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah. Let's take a look at Best Picture. What do I have to say about Best Picture here?
Below the line categories, because there's a lot more. And to be clear, I'm going to be going through a lot of these categories. Like, obviously, I'm not going to be able to do documentary, international feature, or the short films. But a lot of the other, at the last minute to Sing Sing.
Okay, so it looks like I initially had Dune at number 1, but I switched it to Sing Sing, which it's funny considering Dune is the only one here that actually got nominated for Best Picture. I mean, and even then, Dune was like the least likely film to win Best Picture, considering it's, oh my god, I did not do well at all. Like, Nickel Boys and Conclave are at 11 and 12. But we'll see about that here in a bit. I made some pretty big swings. Blitz, I thought at one point was gonna win director. I remember that. Joker Folie à Deux, man, that went so wrong in so many ways. And I still contend, if Warner Brothers gave a damn about Juror number 2, if they actually put it out in theaters, or like enough theaters and actually tried to campaign it, it would have been a strong above the line contender. Like, cause like, well, hold on, we'll see.
Instead of Dune Part 2, not that I thought Dune Part 2 was going to win Best Picture, but, however, it's really, like, even still, like, Dune Part 2 is the film that I feel the most confident in it getting a nomination for Best Picture.
Which I was correct on.
We know it's going to get nominated for Best Picture. Who are we kidding? But everything else, it's like,
Actually, I just realized I should probably put my headset on so you guys don't hear double. College just stresses me out because I'm doing storyboarding for a class in my film major, having to do a lot of drawing. Oh man, storyboarding is rough because I know, like, the industry, you know, the industry, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, really, like, takes advantage of storyboard artists to where they're basically making them into keyframe animators. So that's rough, but I hope you get through it, Steven. This happened, maybe. But I decided to say screw it and go with Sing Sing because it has the heart. My hesitation with putting Sing Sing at number 1, because I originally had it at number 2 or even at number 3 at some points, because I was like, is it too indie? Because Past Lives was also very, very indie, and this one seems to be even more indie. And I'm wondering if that could turn off Oscar voters. In a way, I feel like it kind of did, but then again, I don't know. It's like again, later on, we just kind of found out that, like, Oscar voters just didn't want to see the movie because they thought it was just going to be a sad black struggle movie, even though it's not really that. And to be clear, that's what, like, Matt Neglia told me. But, however, one thing that people keep saying about Sing Sing is that it makes you feel good, and it did. And you know what? Maybe they have a point there. Maybe, granted, I've not seen Sing Sing, but I don't know. I still have hesitations over this, but this movie could win a adapted screenplay, which it is an adapted screenplay. People Yeah, it did not win adapted screenplay. It's quite fascinating that it actually got adapted screenplay over Dune Part 2, which was in Best Picture. And honestly, I still think had a better, screenplay than even Dune Part 1, but still. We'll need to stop putting this in the original screenplay. It's adapted, and it could very well win supporting actor, which I... And Clarence Macklin was not even nominated. I know a lot of people are saying Samuel L. Jackson is going to win, but we'll get to that when we get to that. A little bit of a hint of what's coming in supporting actor. I was correct in saying, like, that Clarence Macklin would be closer to, even though he didn't even get nominated either, he was closer than Samuel L. Jackson. I did call that. But I loved Sing Sing and wanted to predict it early, but I knew its July release date wasn't going to benefit it. But the thing is, like, didn't Coda have like a summer release date? Like, basically what everyone thought was that Sing Sing was going to be like Coda, where it just has that heart. And again, it has the heart, but I feel like, let's face it, I think like Coda was a little bit more, was probably considered a film that was going to be more palatable or more comfortable to sit through. But Sing Sing has enough potential above the line, I feel like, to win Best Picture. Whereas with Dune Part 2, I don't even know. There's still a question as to whether or not Denis Villeneuve gets nominated, but still, we'll have to see how I did later on. I'm going with Sing Sing, like, for the win here. Let's see if that can actually happen. But obviously, Dune Part 2, it's going to get nominated. It's going to win a lot of techs. It's probably going... Wow, a lot. Yeah, it's definitely going to win a lot of techs. And it only won 2. That's the crazy thing. Like, we thought it was going to be like this big tech juggernaut like the first film was, and yet it only won sound and visual effects. It didn't even get nominated for costume design. Like, how crazy is that? The release date is why I'm not predicting Life of Chuck this year. I don't think the release date alone was Sing Sing's downfall. I think ultimately, let's face it, like I feel like, there might have been some, like, you could argue there could be, like, racial bias against Sing Sing. Again, or at the very least, like, people didn't want to sit through, like, another black people, prison movie. Which, granted, it's a lot more than that, but that's what people were saying. People were, like, because, like, Matt Nigley was talking to voters, and they were saying, I didn't watch Sing Sing initially, because, like, I was worried it was gonna be like a sad black prison movie. And it's like people's bias has gotten in the way of this. Whereas The Life of Chuck, it's not really anything like that. I still feel like even if it doesn't win Best Picture, I still feel like The Life of Chuck can still get in because, I mean, well, let's face it, it has a very white cast, and the plot synopsis itself doesn't seem like it's going to be anything sad or like, you know what I mean. It shows A24 last year and Neon this year might have different priorities. We'll have to see. So we'll have to see. Blitz is interesting. This is where I stop being... What did I say about Blitz? Okay, even though I'm not really as confident in Sing Sing, but this is where I'm starting to get into, like, is this going to happen? I don't know. And that is Blitz. Directed by Steve McQueen. It's a World War II movie. World War I, World War II. And on one hand, this does have a lot of below-the-line potential in terms of text, including a potential some above-the-line potential. And I will be predicting in a lot of categories right now, but even then, it's because I don't really know what else to do. And ultimately, Blitz got 0 nominations. Actually, a lot of these movies, the only movies in the top 10 that got any nominations were Sing Sing, Dune, and The Apprentice. Which, admittedly, The Apprentice is kind of high, because, like, I mean, compared to some of these other films, The Apprentice was much higher in Best Picture than movies like Blitz, or Joker, or Juror, or Piano Lesson, or Dee Dee, or The Fire Inside, or The Collaboration. Like, The Apprentice, like, you could argue was a top 15. Because Steve McQueen, he did direct the Best Picture winning 12 Years a Slave. Great.
he's not really done anything else that's caught people's attention.
And Blitz is now one of those movies.
Like, people tried to make Widows happen, but that definitely didn't happen.
And the funny thing is, Blitz was like probably even more of a non-starter than even, you know, than even Widows, because at least Widows got some attention. Blitz, I mean, I'm starting to think that, at least in terms of the Oscars, Steve McQueen is a one-hit wonder. Like, his movies, ever since 12 Years a Slave, have just not done anything since then.
Granted, again, this is a big period piece. It is war, and this could potentially do well at BAFTA, because, you know, it's British. So,
yeah, it did not do well at BAFTA at all. In fact, I think, like, it did not get nominated for a lot of BAFTAs, I don't think it got nominated for a lot of BAFTAs.
And honestly, like, again, we'll have to see. Then we get to Joker Folie à Deux.
Oh my god, Joker. How the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen with Joker Folie à Deux. Like, talk about a movie that, like, had, like, ceiling high expectations, and then everyone hated it when it came out. Not only did everyone hate it, it was a box office bomb. And the funny thing is, it didn't even need to be a box office bomb, because, like, the first Joker was made for like $65 million, and Joker Folie à Deux was made for like $200 million. There was no reason to give it that kind of a budget. It could have done okay if they kept the same budget.
Which, again, like, I have it in a bunch of categories, but I'm not confident in it. Because, again, this is, like, the knock against this is that it's a sequel. And
that did hurt it.
It could potentially, and it's not like Dune Part 2, because, like, yes, Dune Part 2 is a sequel, but it is part of an established story. Joker Folie à Deux is a sequel to a kind of divisive film with the first Joker, even though the first Joker got, like, 11 nominations. So, what, like, I don't know. Joker Folie à Deux is very, very tricky, because this is either going to perform really well, or it's just going to be a nothing sequel that everyone goes like, huh, what, really?
And the funny thing is, it wasn't even like, what, really? No, people, like, actively despise the film. That is, like, it got, like, such a bad negative reaction. It was insane how much the hate was.
But the one of the main vehicles behind this is the idea of Lady Gaga winning Best Actress.
And man, and yet she ended up getting nominated for Worst Actress at the Razzies, which wasn't even worthy, because like she was actually very good in the movie.
If this movie is in Best Picture, I think Lady Gaga wins Best Actress. The only way she couldn't win this is if it's just not in Best Picture.
I guess that's
again,
right.
This has a lot going for it. Again, in terms of text, it has it could maybe, unlike the first film, it could get a production design nomination. But then it could also repeat some nominations that the first film got, like costume design, makeup and hairstyling, sound, maybe score. That depends on how much, like, pre-existing music is in the film versus original music. So it has a lot going for it. So we'll have to see. And then you're probably going to be surprised, really.
And yeah, even in the short list, it only appeared in Best Sound.
Juror Number 2, a Clint Eastwood movie.
Let's hear about Juror Number 2.
If I'm not mistaken, hold on, let me check. Yeah, it's expected to be Clint Eastwood's final film. And one thing I will say, Clint Eastwood's movies do tend to get nominated somewhere. Not always, but sometimes. Even Richard Jewell got nominated for
She in the film got some Razzie noms. Yeah, and again, like Joker Folie à Deux, like Lady Gaga wasn't even that bad. Joaquin Phoenix, those two were actually very good in the movie. They didn't deserve Razzie nominations. It was insane. I think, like, even then, like, I would not say Joker Folie à Deux is like one of the worst films of last year. Like, there were so many films that were way worse.
Best Supporting Actress for Kathy Bates. So there is still love out there for Clint Eastwood. And if he can, it's okay. It's also a very simple story. Juror Number 2, which, if I'm reading the premise here, hold on a second. Yeah. A juror serving on a murder trial, serving on a murder trial realizes he may be at fault for the victim's death. It is a pretty simple story. And there is a really good cast here, like Nicholas Hoult, Toni Collette, what was it? Kiefer Sutherland, Jake. Case Simmons. Like, there's a lot of potential in here. And it's not, I don't think it's based on a true story, so you don't really have to deal with a lot of controversy with this film.
And that's a funny thing. Juror number 2, I think I was correct in saying that juror number 2 would not be controversial. People would be actually, it would be like, I think I said it was going to be very agreeable.
Because it's not like Richard Jewell where it's like, we're glorifying a gums. This is a completely fictional story, so I feel like it might be more palatable for people. And again, if it is a generally agreeable film, it can get in.
Yeah, I was saying if it's a generally very agreeable film, it can get in. And the funny thing is, like, everything I was saying about the movie's quality, I was correct in saying. This was Clint Eastwood's most acclaimed film since Letters from Iwo Jima. I was correct in predicting that, but I was not expecting Warner Bros. To just dump this film into nothingness. It's insane. Like, literally, everything about this film and its chances at the Oscars had nothing to do with the film itself. It had to do with Warner Bros.' treatment of the film and its marketing. Like, they completely fucked this thing so badly. So, like, it's kind of insane. Let's see. You were predicting juror number 2 until December, right? Yeah, I was really trying to hold on, but ultimately, it's like ultimately Warner Brothers just killed the film. And ironically enough, if they didn't kill the film, if they did actually give it a December, like if they actually did give it like a full wide release, it would have done very well. Because it had the critic reviews to back it up. The film, even people who were like critical of Clint Eastwood's films, me included, were like, oh, this is actually really good. I just don't know what happened with this film. What the hell happened? If you saw Snow White, what do you think? Do you think it would be the worst Disney remake? Well, I can't say if I would think that because I have not seen it, so I can't answer that. They did it more dirty than Sing Sing. Probably, because like Juror number 2 was like if it had just had a regular release, it would have probably been given a Best Picture nomination on a silver platter. Like, it's kind of nuts. So yeah.
But again, it's just, I don't know how solid contenders there are. So yeah, number 6, I have The Piano Lesson.
Oh,
it's
Piano Lesson.
Based on August Wilson play, but the thing is, this could either, like, it's kind of a coin toss for me. At this point, a lot of these are just coin tosses. Because Fences got nominated for Best Picture, but it was probably, like, the one that just got in. But then there's also, what was it, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Mm-hmm. It almost got into Best Picture, and probably could have been nominated if there were 10 nominees.
Oh, Ben Langford's here.
But it didn't get
Sweep
nominated.
the server award.
Hell, it didn't even get an adapted
thanks, Ben
screenplay
Langford.
nomination.
Thanks.
Instead, they went for like Borat 2 and The White Tiger, which, all right, let's do that. And again, weirdly enough, another thing, I think the thing that's kind of hinging on this might be the idea of like if Samuel L. Jackson can win Best Supporting Actor.
And again, the fact that he wasn't even close, no one mentioned him, and like The Piano Lesson was literally just, Danielle Deadweiler or bust. Like, no one went for it. Like, even SAG didn't nominate it for SAG Ensemble.
So that's like, it needs to be somewhat transformative, or the Color Purple is very cinematic. So I don't know what's going on. So the Piano
Are we
Lesson,
able to ask questions about this year's Oscars? Should we wait until the end of your reaction? Wait, I'm not exactly sure. I do want to try to move through this. Maybe we could talk about a little bit about the Oscars and stuff after I react. And again, we're not watching this entire video. I'm just mainly looking through like some of the bullet points and stuff. But I'm just kind of hearing out what I said in Best Picture. But yeah, but we're gonna go through quite a bit of this history and stuff. We're gonna go through quite a bit of this history. What was it? I think Juror number 2 would have gotten a better chance if David Zaslav and Warner Brothers didn't look at the film with hatred and think Clint Eastwood was past his prime. Exactly. Again, it's like, Like, they had a great contender right there. Like, people, for once, in a long time, were actually united in really liking Juror Number 2, a Clint Eastwood film. Like, that hasn't happened in a very long time. But yet, Warner Brothers, it was literally just Warner Brothers' complete fault for dumping it. Because, like, they didn't do anything for it. Samuel L. Jackson should have gotten a bigger role in this film. I wish the writing was more fleshed out. I actually really liked the piano lesson. I didn't I don't know, but it doesn't completely stick with me all that much. But then again, I don't know. I did really like the performances. I mean, John David Washington and Danielle Deadwyler were amazing as well. It's not going to be copyright. It's all put into one. What, can you watch the 2010s movie song medley? Probably not now. I am trying to kind of putting keeping the ship on track for this. So yeah, I'll probably wait till the end of the reaction. Hey, thanks, AJ. But yeah, what did I say about Dee Dee? Dee Dee was especially a nothing burger.
Maybe. Dee Dee is another film that could maybe get in. It seems pretty agreeable amongst the critics and stuff. Like they really seem to pretty like it quite a bit. And there is a possibility that the one of the actresses could be in the running for supporting actress. I think that was like Joan Chen, and she did not even get close. There is some pushback, like from some people saying, well, it is a coming of age story, you know, could that get in? I was about to say, what about Boyhood? But Boyhood also was like a huge cinematic achievement in filming over the course of 12 years, even though I didn't think the movie itself was very good, but still. And then there was also...
Still haven't seen Dee Dee. I need to get on that, instead of watching older Oscar-winning films. I think there's a world for both. I mean, Dee Dee was very good.
The coming of age story. One, because, you know, if this was Adam McKay directing, which is like this story about tough. Then you got The Apprentice, which...
Okay, The Apprentice. It's really funny how close this actually was to getting Best Picture. Considering it got longlisted at the BAFTAs, longlisted at the BAFTAs for Best Film, and it's not even British, it's not even really European, it's just like, they just liked the movie all that much. So like, it didn't get in, but it's like, it probably was top 15, funny enough.
Which is like this story about Donald Trump in the 80s. Now, granted, this is also another interesting one because, you know, if this was Adam McKay directing this, then, oh yeah, it would be like top 5 easily.
And I still would say that if this was like an Adam McKay movie, it would have gotten into the top 5. It would have gotten into Best Picture easily.
But it's not. So I'm kind of interested to see where this goes. And again, I feel like a lot of this would depend on like if Sebastian Stan can actually get into Best Actor.
And he did. The funny thing is he actually did.
Donald Trump. And I don't know, interesting question as to who's going to win. And I don't know. I think maybe the outcome of the election could determine could potentially determine how passionate people are towards this movie. Like, you know, what if Trump wins? And they're going to go, oh, Trump won, we can't, we don't like that. We're going to push The Apprentice into Best Picture because this is our chance to get back at him and stuff.
Well, one of those things happened. But like, the funny thing is with The Apprentice, it's like, it was almost the opposite. Because once Trump won, like, initially everyone was, like, too scared to talk about The Apprentice. Like, oh, we can't talk about The Apprentice because, Trump's going to get us. Because Trump was talking about how he was going to go after his enemies. And later on in the year, I was like, yeah, I think that might hurt the film. And I was correct in that. But, like... ultimately, ironically enough, the news of people not wanting to talk about The Apprentice ended up in people talking about The Apprentice and watching The Apprentice, and ultimately, not only Sebastian Stan got nominated, but Jeremy Strong as well. And not only that, but, like, you also look at the views, because, you know, the Academy... posted clips of the acting nominees on social media, the one that would get the most views was Sebastian Stan as Trump. That one would get like millions of views, way more than any of the other acting clips. So it's like people were really passionate about The Apprentice at the end of the day. BAFTA catapulted the Apprentice for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars. Yeah, BAFTA really saved The Apprentice, I gotta say. Yeah. Yeah, because like again, the fact that they put it in their Best Film 10 is insane. They actually did that.
I don't know if I'm being ridiculous or whatever, but it's just tough. But the one reason why I have it in Best Picture is because Barry Jenkins.
Now I'm talking about The Fire Inside. Oh man, this is one of my big swings that ultimately just did not happen.
Is writing it. Now, granted, if Beale Street Could Talk didn't get nominated.
Is your on-screen live chat feed not updating? Oh, yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, for some reason, I actually have to have the tab up here, but like I need to interact with this screen as well. God, if I had like a double screen like thing going on, oh man, I could do so much more than what I'm doing right here.
Nominated, but there is an interesting discussion to be had as to, would if Beale Street Could Talk have been nominated if it was if there were a locked in 10 nominees, and there were 8 that year, and I think maybe Beale Street could have gotten in.
I do think Beale Street would have gotten into Best Picture 10. All right, yeah.
Especially since I think it's like releasing in the summer, so it's like, is a summer release gonna generate like that much buzz come Oscar season?
And ironically enough, The Fire Inside actually did end up releasing around Christmas time. It's just no one went for it. Like no one really saw it. I mean, hell, I will admit I have not seen The Fire Inside yet.
I guess that would depend on like how much people love it. If this is like in a lot of like if there's like a really high score on like Letterboxd, then maybe I'll it's time to really take it seriously. You do have like mainly because of
now I'm not talking about the collaboration, man. That movie is still not out. Like I've just kind of dropped it. It's like, you know what, fuck it. The collaboration's just not happening. It's been delayed and delayed and delayed. It's like, if it's been delayed this much, then like they don't have faith in it. They do not have faith in it. So, yeah, I might as well just talk about some of the other films here. Actually, wait. What did I think of Conclave? What happened here? Oh, wait. Okay, this is before I really honed in my skills.
Little boys, I don't know. Maybe, again, I don't know. Like, I just know almost nothing about this film, and if it can truly get in. Conclave.
Yeah, I was very bullish on Nickel Boys not happening for a while, and same thing with Conclave. I don't know why let me hear about why I didn't think Conclave was getting in.
Conclave, maybe, but it is directed by Edward Berger, who directed All Quiet on the Western Front, but I don't want to get too, close to saying, oh, it's going to get nominated because it's Edward Berger, so we'll have to see about that. What else?
Oh yeah, I think the reason why I wasn't going for Conclave was because Edward Berger had like this big breakout hit with All Quiet on the Western Front, and it's like, holy shit! And now he's coming out with a new movie, and admittedly, when you hear the premise, it's like, I don't know if this sounds like a big Oscar thing, like sort of a political thriller about the popes, about these cardinals trying to elect the new pope. Like, is it really gonna be a thing? And then it ended up being a thing. I was like, my God. What else? Oh, God, Here. Oh, Here was definitely a nothing burger. I remember this. I jumped on board the Here train when, I jumped on board the Here train when I found out, like, I'm trying to remember who the writer was for it, but it was the same writer who did movies like Killers of the Flower Moon, and A Star Is Born, and Forrest Gump. And that was my justification. I'm pretty sure later on in the year I did end up predicting Here for a lot of awards. But man, I should have stuck to my guns that Robert Zemeckis has lost his touch. The man has lost his touch. He does not make movies that people like anymore. He just doesn't. Megalopolis, I always felt like Megalopolis was just kind of like I don't know. I really don't know if Francis Ford Coppola has still got it after all these years. And yeah, no, he does not got it at all. He in fact, that was Megalopolis was so weird. Kinds of Kindness, I didn't have in. I didn't think it was going to happen, but I think that was because I don't know what else is happening that year. Queer was one that I think a lot of people were trying to predict that I didn't, and because I don't know about this one. And funny enough, I was correct. I did not think Queer was happening, and here we are. Furiosa, man, not even Furiosa didn't get a single Oscar nomination. Like, my God, that is crazy. Like, and it bombed so badly. I'm starting to think, like, Warner Brothers is starting to be, like, really, really bad at campaigning movies now. Because Barbie only won one Oscar. Dune got nominated for half the awards the first film got. And, like, they did Juror Number 2 so dirty. They completely botched, like, the marketing for Furiosa. It's like, they didn't do anything right with this film. The end, that was probably the most nothing burger out of any of these movies. And I did have Wicked at number 20. Why did I not have Wicked at number... What was I doing with Wicked?
Predict him for a nomination, and sure enough, I was right. So I'm gonna trust them again with Wicked, because... I don't know if that's a...
Wait, what did I say?
But, like... took this friend's advice... I'm looking forward to this movie, although even from theater friends I have, they're saying, why is Wicked being split up into two movies? That does not need to happen. And that's a red flag, because if even theater nerds are saying this, and look, I took this friend's advice when it came to The Color Purple. Like, they said, yeah, Danielle Brooks is probably a good bet to make for a supporting actress, but like when everyone else was trying to predict like Coleman Domingo or Taraji P. Henson, they were like, no, like Coleman Domingo, his character Mister is not in the movie that much. It's not a good idea to predict him for a nomination. And sure enough, I was right. So I'm gonna trust them again with Wicked, because I don't know if that's a good... I just don't know. And then Madam...
Okay, so I think... Okay, so what it seems like is like I took this friend's advice when they said that Wicked is not really... It's probably not gonna be a big thing, because why would they split it into two movies? Well, I guess I was dead wrong there. But... God. And then again, I don't know, a lot of theater people are telling me that the second act of Wicked is not as good as the first act. But at least now we do have a reference point to jump off of. Oh, hello, ECVR. Yeah, we're just talking about my old Oscar predictions. And by the way, if any of you want to help support the channel, especially since the end of the month is coming around, if you want to become a member, we have channel memberships open, or if you want to gift any memberships, that'd be great as well. Or if you want to support the channel even more directly, go to ko-fi.com/ChristianHannah. Anything at all means a lot. So yeah. But yeah, Wicked, yeah. Admittedly, I did have it in the list. Like, I remember the Oscar expert just did not even entertain the idea of Wicked happening. And I was like, okay, I don't know if I go that far. And yeah, Madam Web sadly got snubbed, so yeah, that sucks. My God. I went 0 out of 10. Oh, wait, oh my God. Jesus Christ. Even in my top 10, none of the directors that got nominated ended up getting nominated. None of them. My God. You might be overestimating Wicked for good. I see why you don't have it in your list, but at least keep it in the top 15. I think I did put Wicked. I think you meant to say I might be underestimating Wicked for good. But it's just weird because it's like everyone keeps saying that the second act is not as good as the first act. But hold on, we'll see. Man, hold on, I'm trying to pull up Award Expert, but it's kind of slow right now. Hold on. Okay, where do I? Oh my god, this thing! Oh my god, this thing! What is happening? Oh, it's glitch. Oh, glitch. Oh my god. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! I can't what is happening to this thing? The next award season seems way too packed for Wicked for Good. If you want to put it, then Avatar would have to be snubbed. Yeah, I'd rather trust Avatar than Wicked Part 2. So we'll have to see. God. I cannot use, oh my god, I cannot use this thing right now. Okay, well, I guess I can't really use Award Expert right now, I guess. What is it? Oh, well, okay, there it is. Yeah, even Edward Berger, probably the closest one on there, did not end up getting in. That's crazy. Yeah, I have Wicked for Good in at 14. I have it in 14, so there's that. But yeah, none of these people got in. Absolutely none of them. Oh my god, and I still bothered to have Denis Villeneuve, and why? I was already saying I don't know if he'll get into director. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. But let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's see what I had in lead actress. Who did I get right? Absolutely no one. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no one. Oh my, and again, wait, Marianne Jean-Baptiste, I guess was maybe the closest, but my god, none of these actresses ended up happening. And Long Day's Journey into Night has still not come out. So it's not even that. I think once again I need to drop. I'm just kind of dropping Long Day's Journey into Night because this movie, again, if it's been delayed this much, then clearly they don't like it. They don't like what's happening. Are you kidding me? Lead actor already? I got 3 out of 5. Wow. And I will say we didn't really know what The Brutalist was, and also when it came to A Complete Unknown, A Complete Unknown is just not here because no one even knew the movie was coming out that year. No one even knew that that A Complete Unknown was going to be coming out in 2024. We all thought it was going to be like a 2025 thing because by this point I think it was still filming. Did anyone know about Honora back then? I think they knew about Honora, but everyone was kind of thinking, okay, it's just going to be like another Sean Baker movie that doesn't get a lot of awards love. Are we done with the reaction? No, we're not done with the reaction. There's still a lot to go through. It's gonna be a long stream. Yeah. As diehard Sean Baker fans, once Honora won the Palm, people started to predict it. Yeah, which we'll see here in a bit. Who did I? Okay, supporting actress. Okay, who did I get right here? Damn. Wait. Isabella Rossellini. I had at number 6. Damn it. But funny enough, Anjanou Ellis-Taylor. Actually, she only got the Critics' Choice Award, so it's ultimately she did not happen, which is kind of weird. But and also Danielle Deadwyler. Oh, I misspelled Danielle. Fuck. But yeah, Danielle Deadwyler, you could say she was in the conversation. Anjanou Ellis was in the conversation. No one else. I had no one else here because I had no idea what to do. Supporting actor, who did I have? Wow, Jeremy Strong. I actually did have... Wait, and Kieran Culkin's not even in. It took me a long time to really think that A Real Pain was going to be a real thing. And, yeah... And yeah, having I was one of the few people saying that Clarence Macklin was above Samuel L. Jackson. And again, even though Clarence Macklin did not get in, he was closer than Samuel L. Jackson, so I technically got that right. But man, getting Jeremy Strong that correct that early on in the season is pretty impressive. Yeah. What did I have? Oh, wait, original screenplay. What did I have here? God damn, I don't think. Wait. Oh, Kinds of Kindness, I think, ended up being an adapted screenplay, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't Kinds of Kindness an adapted screenplay, or was it an original screenplay? I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, God, I didn't get anything right. I would still say maybe The Apprentice was close. But it's weird that The Apprentice did not even... I think if The Apprentice got Writers Guild nominated, it would have shown that it could have maybe actually gotten into Best Picture. Because, like, The Apprentice was eligible for the Writers Guild Awards, but instead they went for My Old Ass, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, A Real Pain was the only one I had in here. Adapted screenplay... Once again, only 1 out of 5, and that was Sing Sing, which is weird because Dune Part 2 should have absolutely gotten an adapted screenplay nomination, and yeah, it just didn't get in. And I had Conclave and Nickel Boys not in. Oh, what did I do there? What did I do? You should have predicted Harris Dickinson for Baby Girl, not Blitz. It would have just been a wash anyway, to be fair. Like, it would have just been a complete wash. And even then, so yeah, I don't think it would have mattered anyway, because neither of those had any kind of traction. Cinematography. Alright, I got Dune, and I got Maria. Because again, Edward Lockman, you want to have Edward Lockman in. So that was a good call. Man, Nosferatu. Oh, I remember. Oh yeah, I had Nosferatu on the outskirts of cinematography. And I didn't, for the longest time, I did not believe it was happening, because I was like, this sounds too good to be true. And yet, sure enough, it actually did end up happening. Kinds of Kindness is original? Huh. I could have sworn somewhere it's not adapted. I'm not sure. But yeah, Fire Inside, I think I had that at like number 6 because the movie was directed by a cinematographer, but I should have known that was never going to happen. What'd you predict for makeup? Oh, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that here in a bit. Film editing. What do I have here? Oh my God! Finally I put Conclave somewhere. Conclave probably could have won editing, and if I'm not mistaken, it's the only one in the 10 that I actually that actually did get in, which is weird again because Dune deserved an editing nomination, yet it didn't get in, which is so weird. But yeah, Conclave. Honestly, God, the fact that Honora won editing, I'm so mad. Production design. Let's see what happened. Again, I only went 1 out of 5, which is, especially for the text, this is bad. Like, I did this bad in text? Jesus. But yeah, Dune didn't win, but although to be fair, like, we didn't know if The Brutalist was coming out this year, or hell, if The Brutalist was even still happening. Wicked, oh God, I didn't have Wicked in. That is so stupid of me. Nosferatu at number 8, that actually did get in. Man. I don't know how Gladiator didn't get a nom, but Conclave did. Yeah, for production design, that is kind of weird. You would think Gladiator would get in over a contemporary film. Look, costume design, I know I did better here. God damn, I still only went 1 out of 5. Cause Gladiator did get in. Wait, why did I ever think The Apprentice was happening? Why did I ever think The Apprentice... Wait, hold on. I need to hear my explanation for The Apprentice.
So that might attempt them, but we'll have to see. Like, they didn't even touch The Little Mermaid, so... Yeah. Furiosa, Mad Max Saga, like, mad costume design, but I don't know. Against expectations. And The Apprentice, I don't know why I have that in there. I guess I kind of want to just round it out to 10. I could have gotten a little bit more creative than this. I really could have. But then again, it's like, I didn't think Conclave, a contemporary film, was happening, and I didn't think... again, we didn't even know that A Complete Unknown was happening. So I guess you could also argue that. Dune should have gotten in over Emilia Perez. For editing? Probably. I really should make a We'll Have to See shirt. Okay, makeup and hairstyling. Good God. Somehow even here, I only got 1 out of 5. In makeup, I only got 1 out of 5. Because, like, Dune didn't get in.
a different. I'm kind of surprised Sasquatch Sunset didn't get shortlisted. Beetlejuice should have gotten into makeup. That still upsets me. Beetlejuice should have gotten into makeup over Wicked. Yeah, Wicked actually ended up getting in. Good God. And The Apprentice, funny enough, it's at number 13, but it actually ended up getting shortlisted. So that wasn't too out of, that wasn't too crazy. So let's see. At least in the top 13, I had A Different Man, Nosferatu, and Wicked. Because, yeah, we didn't know Emilia Perez was happening. And we didn't really see... Oh, yeah, The Substance. That was another film that just, was not even on my radar. I predicted Conclave for costumes in the top 5. The first day I predicted the super early Oscar nominations. Ooh! And let's get to visual effects. I did slightly better here because I went with Dune and Planet of the Apes. But, okay, Better Man, it's just not here. Yeah, you see, Sonic the Hedgehog and shit. It's but to be fair, no one even knew Better Man existed. So, there's that. Mufasa. I had Mufasa in the top 5 in my first Oscar predictions, but keep in mind, this was before that trailer came out. Because I remember, I fucking remember when the trailer for Mufasa came out and the animals had these really weird, very cartoony expressions. I was like, oh no, this is not happening. No. And everyone tried telling me, oh, this is going to be a plus because people will like the more expressive faces. It's like, the normies are not the same thing as the visual effects people. The visual effects artists were impressed with the first Lion King because of how real it looked. Say what you will about the first Lion King, but you have to admit it looked real. It looked so photoreal, and it actually looked like they were filming in Africa at times. Whereas, Mufasa, you could just tell it was way more animated, and it was more of a cartoon than the first Lion King was. Deadpool Wolverine should have gotten in. I disagree, Steve. I don't think Deadpool Wolverine needed to get in. I mean, I don't mind it getting shortlisted, but it's let's be real here. It wasn't really doing anything that innovative with visual effects. I actually think the nominees we got was the deserving 5. For Once in a Blue Moon, I agreed with all 5 nominees, even though Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes should have won. But let's see. War of the Worlds, that still has not come out. Here, that didn't even make the top 10. Godzilla and Kong the New Empire. My God. I guess I just wasn't really sure what else was happening. But Godzilla and Kong, nope, that didn't end up not happening. Wicked, I think I had a very, very early prediction image for visual effects where I did include Wicked, but I took it out. Let's see. Twisters. Yeah, that actually ended up getting in the top 10. Beetlejuice. Yeah, that didn't happen. Furiosa, I'm still kind of surprised didn't happen. Rebel Moon Part 2. Oh, we'll talk about Rebel Moon here in a bit. Alien Romulus. Alien Romulus was one where I was very where I was very not thinking it was going to happen at first, because I was I don't know, they're doing practical effects. That's not really the visual effects branch doesn't really like that. But I didn't know about that whole ass big CG spaceship destruction scene where it's going against the rings. That scene alone, I feel got Alien Romulus the nomination, because that was impressive as shit. But Alien Romulus actually ended up getting in, so yeah. Blitz didn't even make the top 20. Not Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Yeah, none of this ever happened. Let's see. Oh, sound. This is interesting. What happened here? Once again, only 1 out of 5 with Dune Part 2, and it actually did win sound. A Quiet Place Day 1, I'm never predicting another Quiet Place movie again after, because the first film, not only could it not win the sound categories, it didn't even get nominated for sound mixing. So I was okay, it's not gonna happen. Romulus deserved sound also. I actually would not mind if it got sound. The sound in Alien Romulus was actually very good. And I'm looking at this and it's yeah, again, 1 out of 5. Wicked's not on there. No Emilia Perez. But again, we didn't even really know what Emilia Perez was. We definitely didn't think A Complete Unknown was coming out. And I'm trying to think of what else there was. I'm trying to think of Oh, the wild robot. I didn't think that was going to happen. Score. How bad did I fuck up here? Oh, yeah. Dune was not even eligible. Dune was not... Wait. Oh, my God. The only film in the top 11 that actually got nominated was Conclave. Fall Guy for sound. Are we dead ass? Again, keep in mind, it was early in the year. And, like, again, keep in mind, we did not know Emilia Perez was going to be as big as it was. We did not think, a Complete Unknown was coming out this year. And we especially didn't, like, at least I definitely wasn't thinking The Wild Robot was going to get nominated for sound. Not with how badly animated films were doing in the past couple years. So, like, you can, like, for the first thing, it's like at least for like the early predictions, you could see why the Fall Guy would end up being in. I feel like Nosferatu should have made the best sound Oscar shortlist. The sound editing was insane. I was more impressed by the sound mixing of Nosferatu, but yeah, I think it should have been shortlisted for sound. But yeah, score only Dune. Actually, no, Dune did not even get. I got 0 out of 5. My God. And yeah, the only film here that actually get in was Conclave. Again, I didn't know what Emilia Perez was. I didn't know what The Brutalist was. Wicked, I just thought they were not gonna, like... I'm still surprised they actually went for Wicked. Like, wow. But oh yeah, and The Wild Robot, I didn't have that in either. Animated feature, how well did I do here? I actually went 3 out of 5. Oh, wait. I didn't predict Wallace and Gromit. I tried going for Orion in the Dark. Oh, and I didn't know what Flow... I did not know what Flow was. So, yeah, Orion in the Dark. The funny thing is, Orion in the Dark wasn't even eligible. Actually, no. I don't think that... Actually, no. It wasn't submitted for the Oscars. It was submitted for the Children's Emmys, I think. So, yeah, that ended up not happening. And Lord of the Rings... The fact that it didn't turn out as... That it was kind of like... It got, like, mid-reviews. And even then, it was kind of, like, admitted that it was going to... Like, they kind of admitted, Warner Brothers kind of admitted that they only made the movie to keep the rights to Lord of the Rings. So it's like they knew even if those was going to lose money, it's like they just didn't want to give up the rights. So yeah, that did it for those predictions. How well did I do? Oh, wait. What? Wait, why did I have... What? Okay, wait. Wait. Wait, how bad... Wait, what? Hold on a second. Like, why did I go out of reverse? Or...
Welcome back to the Hannahcast YouTube channel.
Okay, wait. June 10th.
Welcome to the Hannahcast YouTube channel and...
June 17th.
Welcome back.
And... Oh, June 3rd. Okay, June 3rd. Okay, yeah. Okay, I need to fix this thing right here. Oops. I need to fix this because... Yeah. Oh no. What did I do here? Oh my God. What did I do? Wait, where did I put that thing? What? Wait, hold on a second. Wait. Okay, yeah, this is weird. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but, like, yeah, let's see what I did for Best Picture. Okay, I did a lot better here. Hans was fucked over by the Academy. If he comes out with another banger for Messiah, they better redeem him. I will say, if the Academy viewed his too much of his score as not being original, I'll take their word for it. So it's like, it sucks, but hey, at least it won sound, and that's still something. Orion the Dark Sark, let's be honest, I never saw that movie, to be honest. I predicted Long Legs to get sound cinematography film editing from April of last year. again, always a risk to do a horror movie, especially like this. Do you disagree with the Oscar expert on at all with his 2026 predictions? I disagree with some of them. Yeah. But let's see. This was like after Cannes. Honora shot straight up into the top 3. So yeah, we got Honora, Dune, Emilia Perez. So I got 3 out of 10. Emilia Perez, my God, that actually ended up being like a big thing. What else did I not? Oh God, Conclave and Nickel Boys went so down. Holy shit. My God. Let's see. What else? Anything? Wicked's at number 22. There's Night Bitch. The End is like, that still was like nothing, to be honest. Oh yeah, what did I have to? Wait, yeah. So I'm trying. Yeah, let me look. Oh, for the longest time I tried thinking the Seed of the Sacred Fig was going to happen, and ultimately it didn't. Yeah, it is funny because we did end up getting another international film in Best Picture. It just wasn't Seed of the Sacred Fig. I understand the parameters, but it doesn't make sense. John Williams has had scores that were pretty much repeats that got nominated all the time, though. I don't think so. I mean, like, sure, he does get nominated for sequels, but, like, for example, let's take Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, for example. I mean, the score's not memorable, but I don't really remember too many, like, returning themes. Like, whereas with Dune Part 2, I definitely remember there being, like, a lot of, like, repeated themes in Dune Part 2. So I think with a lot of John Williams' scores, it's like, even if they're not memorable, they are still technically original for the most part. Because again, I just don't remember that many repeating themes in like Indiana Jones. But yeah, what I have to say about the acting categories in June. This is let me try this. Lead actress, good God, I still only went 4 out of 5. No, I only went 0 out of 5. Mikey Madison's all the way down at number 8. Again, I did not think at all that actually, I didn't even think I thought the substance was like, even at this point, people thought the substance was like a myth, that it was not really going to happen. And Mikey Madison, Carlos Sofia Gascon, I did not put her in for the longest time because I did not think the Academy was actually going to nominate a trans actress. And sure enough, they actually did end up doing that. I was kind of worried that they weren't going to end up doing that. Even though Carlos Sofia Gascon ended up being a terrible person. And, that was a bunch of chaos. But still, the Academy actually did. They actually did have the guts to nominate a trans actress. That was great. Hopefully hopefully we can get, people who ended up not being problematic nominated. Are you disappointed with how terrible the Odyssey costumes look? No, here's the thing. The Odyssey costumes are going to look way better they're gonna look way better actually, like with the proper lighting and proper cameras and stuff. So yeah, who else? Oh wait, yeah, no, yep, nope. Yeah, literally the only 2 here that ended up getting nominated were Mikey Madison and Carlos Sofia Gascon. I did not think the substance was going anywhere. Trying to think of who else. Who else did I have in? Oh yeah, Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. I did not have, and Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. I definitely did. Like, I never thought she was happening, and yet she ended up happening. Lead actor. What do we have? Who do we have for lead actor? Oops. Okay. Wait. Ah, man, I did worse. than the early reactions. Because now I put in Tom Hanks instead of keeping in Ray Fiennes, and Sebastian Stan's now going down. Shit. But let's see. Dwayne Johnson for The Smashing Machine. That's not coming out that year. It's funny. Timothée Chalamet for Dune Part 2. I thought, we did not know, a complete unknown was going to be coming out this year. Who else is missing? Let's see. No Ray Fiennes, no Timothée Chalamet. Oh, and Adrian Brody, who ended up winning. But again, we did not know The Brutalist was even coming out this year, so there's that. Are we going through every predictions vid? I'm going through some of them, probably not all of them, but you know, we'll like kind of looking through some of them. Supporting actress. All right, who do we have here? Again, I got no one. Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. Man, yeah, oof. And there's Isabella Rossellini for Conclave. Yeah, and that's it. No one else. No, Catherine Keener. I bet people don't even remember that Catherine Keener was even in Joker 2. Yeah, this one, nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Oh, wait. Supporting actor. Who did I have in supporting actor? Once again, actually, no, I got 0 out of 5. I got 0 out of 5. My God. There's Jeremy Strong. I took him out. Dang it. Kieran Culkin. Dang it. And that's it. Like, I didn't have anyone else. But yeah. Director, how did I do here? Okay, I at least got one in. I got one. Jacques, oh my God. I should have put in Jacques Audiard. Damn it. Damn it. Why did I, like, But let's see. Yeah, Honora, sadly, Sean Baker won Best Director. So there's that. Let's see. Who, there's Jacques Audiard. Again, The Brutalist we did not know was coming out. Yeah, no one else, like, yeah, no one else is in. Okay, let's look through some of the other ones. I remember there was like and then, you know, oh yeah, after, oh wait, July. Oh wait, no, wait, hold on. There's the text.
Welcome back to the Hannahcast YouTube channel.
Okay,
today I'm gonna.
Okay, shut up, you. Let's see, how did I do here? Again, only 2 out of 5. I did not think Nosferatu was gonna happen. Honora, that didn't happen. Did I get, nope, still not, like, I still did a wash, like nothing real, like, yeah, Film editing, what happened here? Let's see. Oh, I got 1 out of 5. I put in Emilia Perez. Are you going to talk about next year's Oscars, after your reactions? Yeah, we can talk a little bit about it. I will say I'm going to start early predictions next week. Next week is when I start early predictions. So yeah. So I got 1 out. Let's see. Oh, Conclave is down there. Let's see. Oh, Honora. Oh my God. And that actually fucking won editing. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Kill me. But yeah. Production design. How well did I do here? Okay, I got 2 out of 5. That's better than last time. So yeah, Wicked, and there's Nosferatu just right there. Ooh, Conclave. Wait. Oh, I could, damn it, the top 4 are in my top 15. What was the last? Oh yeah, The Brutalist. But, okay, yeah, but we did not know The Brutalist was coming out. We just did not know The Brutalist was coming out. Costume design, we have Wicked. Oh yeah, for the longest time I thought Joker was gonna win costume design. Silly me. But yeah, there's Wicked. Again, only 1 out of 5. Nosferatu's right there. And there's Conclave all the way down to number 14. I got to see Sean Baker a few weeks ago at a presentation. It was pretty cool, especially since he won all those Oscars a few weeks prior. Oh, that's great for you. Yeah. Honora. Let's see. Makeup, I still only got 1 out of 5. I think it was the same top 5 as before. But at least I put a different man above everything else. So that, at least there's that. There's Nosferatu, Wicked. The Substance. There's the first mention of The Substance. I still did not think The Substance was going to happen until it started getting like the Golden Globe nominations. That's how much I like backed off on The Substance. I was like, I'll wait till what the Globes do. And then the Substance got like what 5 nominations at the Globes. And I was like, okay, now it's happening. Now it's happening. But yeah. What else? Oh yeah, visual effects. How well did I do here? Okay, yep. This is where I put back Mufasa. This is when the trailer for Mufasa came out, and I was like, nope, not happening. But I still only got 2 out of 5 because I did Dune and Planet of the Apes. Again, War of the Worlds has still not come out. Better Man! Whoa, wait, Better Man. Wait, I didn't know I knew about Better Man this soon.
But, I mean, Visual Effects Society loves Planet of the Apes.
Shut up, I want to hear about the other monkey movie.
in visual effects for the longest time. Now if this was like a completely AI movie, then yeah.
Oh, now I'm talking about AI. No, I'm talking about here.
Time. I'm willing to bet, like, what's it called? Captain America.
Goddamn, Alien. I just realized Alien Romulus is all the way down at number 20. Jesus Christ, I was so not confident at this point.
Talking about like CGI people. It was done in real time.
I'm still talking about here. Shut up. I want to hear the other movies.
Like the actual young Harrison Ford, and then Deadpool 2 didn't even make the list of 20. That didn't get nominated. Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb didn't get nominated. What was it? Poor Things didn't get nominated. Society of the Snow didn't get nominated, and yet those all made the final shortlists. So I think Spider-Man: No Way Home, it didn't get nominated because Deadpool movies. Because they just love the movies and people just view it as a Best Picture award. But the Oscars went, like the visual effects branch went, no, we don't care how you feel, because do not look as good in terms of like the photorealism of it all, which is why The Lion King got nominated.
Oh, I'm talking about Mufasa. Okay, I need to hear about Better Man.
Deal than some Netflix in visual effects. Joseph Kosinski with Top Gun Maverick. What was it? The director of Godzilla -1. Gore for no, that could be a dark horse. That could be that film that just one film that came out 9 years ago. Better effects. It's not even going to be because some of the bigger surprises are movies that are December releases. I mean, hell, just look at.
Oh wait, what's this?
It'd be a very I have Blitz in at number 9. Going to be. It's a very late December contender. Again, the pattern is there. When you look at.
Oh, I'm talking about Blitz right now. Where's Better?
Including films, they've been shortlisted like way earlier in the year. So yeah. Then we have Better Man, which
okay, let's hear about this.
Which is very fascinating. I was recently told by someone who's in this Oscar sphere about Better Man, and apparently Better Man is an upcoming Australian biographical musical drama film about British singer Robbie Williams, and apparently Robbie Williams is going to be portrayed by a CGI monkey. Now, this is weird, and so why do I have this at number 10? Well, it is supposedly coming out, Christmas Day in the United States. That is easily enough for this film to, show up on the short list. Kind of a prestigious film in a way, but yet it's also a December release. I feel, but I don't think it's going to get nominated because, well, for one, we already got a monkey movie in here. We ended up getting 3 monkey movies in. Apes. I think that's already going to be a thing. And because I don't know if one monkey is going to make the movie a big visual effects contender. I mean, hell, even Gigi and Nate, which got in the top 20 a couple years ago, didn't get nominated. So, and also I think it would also depend on what kind of monkey. Is it going to be a monkey-human hybrid, like a man with a monkey face, or is it going to be a capuchin monkey, a little one, or is it going to be a mandrill, a big monkey?
Okay, so I think the person that told me this doesn't know. I think they just did not know the difference between a chimpanzee and a monkey. Because I took them literally. I took that person literally and thinking, wait, is this going to be because they said monkey, and I was like, well, then again, I guess they didn't see any footage of it either. I guess they're probably just told it was going to be a monkey. But clearly that wasn't a monkey. That was a chimp. So, but still, it's the funny thing is about Better Man, it's it wasn't just the Robbie Williams chimp. I mean, granted, there was he was a very impressive achievement and all, especially with the detail and how many outfits he wore and how many different styles he had. But there was so much visual effects in the film. There were whole sequences where where only a couple people would be real in some shots. The whole movie was practically visual effects. So that's what kind of surprised me about Better Man. So yeah. Sound, let's see here. We have, yep, only 1 out of 5 because I had Dune. I took out Quiet Place by put Furiosa in. There's Wicked. There's Amelia Perez. There's that's just those are just 3. So yeah, that's literally only 3. All right. Original score. Once again, I got 0 out of... Yeah, I got 0. Did I have anything? Inside Out 2. Why did I do Inside Out 2? That's weird. There's Amelia Perez. I could have... Honora, I just did not know if there was a score in Honora. So, there's that. So, yeah, I had Amelia Perez. That's outside the top 5. Conclave. And that's it. Because we didn't... Again, I did not think the Wild Robot was happening. Wicked. I definitely was not expecting. And The Brutalist, we did not even know that even existed. Animated feature. There we go. 4 out of 5. I got 4 out of 5 this early, but I still thought Lord of the Rings was happening. And I took out Memoir of a Snail, but I did put in Flo and Wallace and Gromit. So that there is that. That's good. I got 4 out of 5 that early. So let's see. Yeah. So yeah, the top 5 is literally in the top 6. I could have just taken out Lord of the Rings and then boom. There's your top 5 right there. Although I put Inside Out 2 at number 1 because of how much money it made. But even though at the end of the day, I think it was like number 4 to win. Because like Flo ended up winning. Wild Robot was like number 2. And Wallace and Gromit, I would still say was like further ahead than Inside Out 2. Because at least it won a precursor. Let's see. Yep, and that's it. That's it for that. And then July. July is interesting because I only got a couple of categories in before my house caught fire and kind of upended everything for a while. So that sucks, but yeah.
Welcome back to the Hannahcast YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be giving you my...
Okay, yeah, what I have in Best Picture here. I think I did better. I think I did somewhat better. Let's see. Okay. So we have Honora and Amelia Perez and Dune in the top 5. That's good. I still had... Oh, I had Night Bitch in. Oh, Night Bitch. Why did I have... I think it's because like that was like Searchlight. Oh, wait. This was when it was announced that Amy Adams was going to be receiving the Spotlight Award at TIFF. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Because we all thought Amy Adams was going to win. And yet she didn't even get nominated. So, that sucks. God. Conclave all the way down at number 19. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, wait. Nickel Boys is at number 15. Wicked still at number 20. God, man. Oh, my God. That sucks. And Joker, Joker at number 10 is interesting. So yeah, I'm kind of looking around. It's like, huh. Yeah, I was still very bullish on Sacred Fig and Juror number 2, and I would be for a long time. Now let's get to the acting categories for July.
Welcome back.
Lead actress, did I get any better here? Oh. This was when I was told by someone that Zoe Saldana was going to be lead and Carla Sofia Gascon was maybe going to be supporting. This was when I was told that. Damn it. Like, oh my God. That sucks. Yeah. Man. And even then, like, I still only got one, like, I got 0 out of 5, and even on the top 15, the only one I had in was Mikey Madison. No one else. That's crazy. Hello, ZJ13 Goat. Zoe would have gotten the nom if she was in lead. Yeah, that's probably true. What did I do for lead actor? Okay, yep. I went further down. Yep. God, how did I end up getting worse? I ended up getting worse with the predictions. Because, like, initially I had 3 out of 5, and now I only have 1 out of 5. Because I thought Daniel Craig and John David Washington were happening. But yeah, oh my God. Oh, and The Apprentice. I think this was like when The Apprentice was like being sued by Trump, and no one really knew what to do with it. And no one really knew if it was going to be coming out that year, or even if it was going to come out at all. So I think we almost kind of gave up on The Apprentice and whatnot. Yeah, nothing else was happening. Supporting actress. Yep. I thought Carlos Sofia Gascon was going supporting. Someone told me. Remember when the trailer dropped and people realized that what Night Bitch was and it tanked out of predictions? Yeah, I still had Amy Adams in for a while. Oof. Big oof on my end. God, I went 0 out of 5 now. Damn. No Isabella Rossellini. I still misspelled her name. God. Ugh. Yeah, in the top 16, the only one to get nominated was Isabella Rossellini, and God, I did so bad. This year was especially unpredictable. It was hard to figure out for a while. Supporting actor. Man, once again, I got 0 out of 5 this early. Same, I predicted Amy Adams as well. Oh my God. But yeah, like, oh my God, yeah, like, Kieran Culkin and, like, oh yeah, I took out Jeremy Strong out completely, which is interesting. Like, I took him out, just completely took him out. What was it? Yeah, and so Kieran Culkin's the only, last year was not good for early predictions. We all thought Dune and Sing were 1 and 2, and Joker could be in contention. I thought Sing Sing was number 1, not Dune 2.
Very well received.
But oh yeah, and that's about it. And then, like I said, my house caught fire, so I did not put out predictions again until September.
Welcome back to the Hannahcast.
And now we're in the set that I'm in currently, so there's that. Let's see, and you guys really like came through. Like the views on this one were pretty hard, and I really appreciate you guys for coming over here. Did Ryan start the fire? Oh, are you talking about Ryan Castleman? Yeah, that bastard. How could he? I don't know. I'm kidding. That's a joke. Okay, now at this point, we knew what the Brutalist was. And I also caved in Conclave. Also, The Apprentice, I think, was like rebought or something like that. Saturday Night was now coming out, and it's like, oh wow, this was after TIFF, I believe. I believe this was like after. Yeah, this was after TIFF. This was after TIFF because I have the life of fucking Chuck. I have the life of Chuck in. Oh, and this was also after A Complete Unknown was announced to be coming out. Because once they announced that A Complete Unknown was coming out, I immediately put that in my predictions. I immediately put that in my top 10. Oh, you're saying Sing Sing tomorrow finally? Oh, that's great. Sing Sing's amazing. But yeah, the moment it was announced that A Complete Unknown was coming out in December, I immediately put that in my predictions, and I never took it out. Because I was like, guys, A Complete Unknown's gonna, like, it's gonna, like, it's a music biopic. It's from James Mangold, and when he does Oscar bait stuff, it works. So I was like, that was one of the ones that I really was proud of saying. Although, it's like, okay, how much did I get in here? Emilia Perez, Honora, The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Complete Unknown, Conclave. I got 6 out of 10. That's a lot better than last time. But if I took out Life of Chuck because, it wasn't coming out that year, it still would have been a wash because I would have just done Blitz. People who doubt A Complete Unknown would get nommed were funny. Yeah, I was like, guys, come on. It's going to be a very agreeable biopic. Now, granted, I didn't expect it would do so well to where James Mangold would get a director nomination. I thought DGA was possible. But, like, what? Here? Like, the Oscars? I didn't think they were going to do that. But I guess, like, something about a complete unknown, it really did peak around nominations, even though it didn't end up winning a single thing. And so let's see. I went 6 out of 10 in the top 10, but what about the rest of the list? There's Nickel Boys at number 15. There's Wicked. Yeah, and that's it. So I went 8 out of 10 in the top 25. I thought it could win Best Picture for like a week. Yeah, I never went that far, but well. Oh yeah, and this was after Joker Folie à Deux came out. This was after Joker 2 came out. Because when Joker Folie à Deux came out at TIFF, no, it was Venice, and it got mid reviews. I was like, uh-oh. Because here's the thing. You could argue that the reviews for the first Joker are mixed, but back then, when it premiered at Venice, it was like up in the 80s, and it was certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. But then, as more reviews started trickling in, once it got more of a wide release, the reviews dunked so hard to where it actually was revoked of its certified fresh status. And if Joker Folie à Deux, like, premiered with mixed reviews, I was like, oh, the reviews are only going to get so much worse. And yet, I still tried to predict it for costumes. Joker 2 was a century-level disaster. Yeah, it kind of was. At least in terms of, like, how well its Oscar chances were. I just realized I have not had a haircut since then. I need a haircut so bad. But I can't get one. Or at least I can't afford one. But let's see. Director. What did I have for director? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, director. Okay, I went 3 out of 5, because I got Brady Corbet, Jacques Audiard, and Sean Baker. Where is everyone else? James Mangold, I put him in the top 10. I'm glad I put him in the top 10. Because I remember when the Oscar expert, and like, I remember when the Oscar expert, did his predictions, and James Mangold was not even on the list at this point. He was not even on the list. And I was like, guys, I think I'm not putting James Mangold in right now, but if you're at least entertaining a complete unknown getting into Best Picture, you gotta put James Mangold in your top 10. And they're like, oh, trust me, I think his justification in a members only video was like that it was like there's some nominations that are like they're so not happening that you don't even need to entertain them. And that was like, then I ended up being 100% correct that they should have put them somewhere in the list. Again, when you're making your Oscar predictions in your Best Director lineup, when you have your Best Director lineup, like, the top 10 should be whatever your top 10 for Best Picture is. You could swap around who's going in where, but whatever you're predicting in your top 10 for Best Picture, like, put that same 10 in the top 10 for Director, because when you lock the nominees down to 10 films for Best Picture, the top 5 for Director will be in the top 10 for Best Picture. Even Jonathan Glazer for The Zone of Interest. People tried predicting him for a Best Director nomination. Even though they didn't predict him for Best Picture, it's like, nope, it got in Best Picture anyway. James Mangold is the definition of a good journeyman, and he's well respected. Yeah, probably. Yeah. But like I said, do not doubt a Best Picture nominee and director. Do not doubt it. Even in the most unexpected scenarios, a Best Picture nominee will end up getting in. So yeah. Original screenplay. Oh god, I was only 2 out of 5 right here. Again, no substance. Again, this is still at a point where I was not believing the substance was a real thing. And so I still only had so yeah, I only had 2 out of 5, and even then, the top 14, I only had like a real pain in there as well, because like, I also did not, oh yeah, September 5, that was like a complete myth that I never believed was happening. I didn't even think I knew what September 5 was at this point. But then, again, Substance, I just did not believe that was going to be a thing, because it's a horror movie and stuff, but yeah. God, Saturday Night deserved so much better. It deserves so much better. Oh wait, I just realized I took juror number 2 out, because I think why did I take juror number 2 out? That's actually interesting. Why did I take juror number 2 out? A supporting actress, and by that point, Trump had lost. Oh no, that's The Apprentice. They nominated. Let's look back at. Well, for one, let's look back at 2020. Borat subsequent movie films still did, and you could maybe see this getting like original screenplay, editing, supporting actor.
I'm just really curious as to how well people respond to this. I'm very curious about that. And I know some people are going to say, well, if Trump loses the
I'm still talking about The Apprentice.
Election season, would that be enough for a film like this? I don't know.
Oh, it's Saturday night.
Like, there's no reason why a crowd pleaser like this should have missed TIFF. Like,
oh, it's Saturday night.
It was practically like the TIFF Audience Award was probably or aspects of this film, because I think maybe we could be underestimating that. But at the same time, I still get it. Like like if it's back in this year, I can still see this film getting in for.
Oh, Juror number 2 was it was up in the air as to whether or not it was gonna come out in 2024. That it was a bit up in the air, so I took it out. Okay. Blitz was also funny. Got good reviews out of festivals. Then people just hated it. Yeah, could have gotten more attention if he lost. I think if you're talking about The Apprentice, I have no idea, because like The Apprentice kind of had this, again, like I said earlier, had like this weird curve, because Trump like the movie was kind of riding high. I said no, not really riding high. It's like people didn't really know what to do with The Apprentice, because like it was going through like legal hell. But then Trump won, and everyone was so scared to talk about The Apprentice, and so like it was just down the shadows. Like, okay, well, no one's talking about it now, and no one wants to talk about it, so there it goes. But then it started going back up again, because then the narrative started going on. It's like, wait, people are cowardly. They should be talking about The Apprentice, and so that caused people to talk about The Apprentice, and then they started nominating it, which is like that was great. Oh yeah, adapted screenplay. Whatever adapted screenplay. Okay, so either way, again, if you took out The Life of Chuck, I wasn't going to watch it. Then at one of my school's film society, and we watched it. I mean, hey, like the Apprentice was worthy of watching. It was fantastic. So, okay, Life of Chuck didn't come out, so I don't know if I can really count this. But even if I did push out Life of Chuck and I pushed in Dune Part 2, it still would have been a wash, because it's like, it still wouldn't have done. Even though, ironically enough, like, I almost got 5 out of 5, because it's in the top 5. Yeah, because there's Complete Unknown and Nickel Boys right there. So if I had just, like, not done The Room Next Door, then, like, I probably could have at least gotten in Complete Unknown. It was great and scary. Oh, it was scary, all right. So, hey, the top 5 for adapted screenplay was actually in, wait. Oh, wait, so it's weird. I actually did push out Dune Part 2. So I actually did do that, but again, it's because I thought Life of Chuck and Room Next Door were happening, which at least Life of Chuck, I think it's happening this year. But it's like, yeah, so, yeah. And again, it's fascinating that I have a Complete Unknown above Nickel Boys at this point, which is kind of crazy, because, yeah. Okay, let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, September, acting predictions, what I do here. How did I do? How did I fare? Lead actor. Okay, wait. Oh my god! In September, I got 5 out of 5! Holy shit, man, that's awesome! Okay, granted, Adrian Brody should be number 1, but damn, I actually got 5 out of 5 there. I actually went 5 out of 5 in September. Because a lot of people were still trying to do Daniel Craig for Queer and stuff, but I actually got it. I actually did get 5 out of 5. That's awesome. I actually was not expecting that. I did this well in September. Lisan El Gaib. Fucking, like, the Doom music starts playing. I can't believe this. I actually went 5 out of 5 in September. That is amazing. And Daniel Craig probably was number 6. Let's be real. Damn, how well did I do in lead actress? Oh, I still had Carla Sofia Gascon out. I think I did not have her in until, like, the last minute. Okay, at least I got someone right. So I did get Carla Sofia Gascon. No, I got Mikey Madison in, but oh yeah, still no Demi Moore because I thought the substance was still a myth. If they had 6, Krebs would have probably gotten in. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'd agree. Oh, there's Fernanda Torres at number 10. Okay, so the top 5. Okay, there's Mikey Madison, Carla Sofia Gascon, Fernanda Torres. Oh, there's Cynthia Erivo, and it's just I didn't have Demi Moore in because I just didn't believe in the substance yet. How well did I do in supporting actress? Okay, Zoe Saldana. Okay, I put her in supporting. Felicity Jones, and that's kind of it. Like, yeah. Selena Man, think about this. Like, Emilia Perez was one Selena Gomez nomination away from tying the all-time Oscar record for most nominations. Really think about that. Think about that. Like, if Selena Gomez got in, that film would have gotten 14 nominations. And it probably would, and granted, it probably would have gotten 14 nominations if they didn't combine the sound categories. But still, that's kind of funny. It also would have lost the most Oscars with 12. Oh, ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. Let's see. Okay, how many of the supporting actresses were here? Oh, wait, I just realized. I had Elle Fanning for a complete unknown, but yeah, Monica Barbaro just nowhere. I guess no one really knew that Monica Barbaro was happening until, like, when the movie came out and people were saying, oh my god, Monica Barbaro is fantastic. It's like, okay, there's Zoe Saldana, there's Felicity Jones, there's, let's see, Isabella Rossellini is all the way down at number 12, Jesus Christ. And Ariana Grande for Wicked. And I just didn't have, I just did not have, Monica Barbaro in. I didn't have anywhere near till SAG, and I was shocked by the Oscar nom, her. Oh. Let's see. Who did I have in supporting actor? Did I do any better here? Oh, wow! I had Edward Norton in that early. Okay. Oh, and I have Mark Hamill in for The Life of Chuck, but again, we don't really want to count that because again, that came out this year. That's coming out this year. But even if we pushed out Mark Hamill and pushed up J.K. Simmons, it still would have been a wash. And Jeremy Strong is right fucking there. Jesus Christ. So wait, yeah. Okay, so I went 2 out of 5 here, and for some reason I thought that was Guy Pearce. I didn't realize that wasn't Guy Pearce. So yeah, so I got 2 out of 5. Let's see, there's Jeremy Strong right there, Kieran Culkin, and then... Oh yeah, I didn't have Yura Borisov in, because everyone was talking about Mark Elstein. And even funny enough, Mark Elstein got nominated nowhere. Oh, and SAG Ensemble, how bad did I do here? Oh god, Sing Sing. Okay, wait. Okay, so if I took out Life of Chuck, it still would have been a wash, because... it would have just been it just would have been the piano lesson. A piano lesson would have gotten in, and not Honora, which I would have preferred the piano lesson over Honora, to be honest. Conclave is there, Wicked. Yeah. So, wait. Yeah. Wait, let me make sure. Emilia Perez, Complete Unknown, Honora, Conclave, Wicked. Okay, so the top 5 actually is in the top 10. So that's good. That's good. Oh, and the below the line categories. Oh, I know I did something very embarrassing here. I
in that film.
I got caught with my pants down on something. But let's see. Okay, this is one I really tried. I really tried to make happen. A Complete Unknown in cinematography. It did get ASC, and so it came close. But I just wasn't expecting Emilia Perez to get in. My God. So, I got 3 out of 5 this early. That's pretty good. But I didn't have Nickel Boys, which, funny enough, like, that actually was a good call on my part. I did not think the Nickel Boys was going to happen. A Complete Unknown was number 6 or 7. Yeah, I probably would argue that, too. I'd probably say Complete Unknown was, like, 6 or 7. But yeah, I did get The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, and Maria, and honestly, I had them in the top 3. So, yeah. And The Brutalist did win, so I got that right. But let's see, what were the other two? The other two, Emilia Perez and Nosferatu, which were out of the top 10. Emilia Perez, we'll have to see. And Nosferatu, I still didn't have that in because I was still worried if the Oscars were going to snub a horror movie, so there's that. Oh, what's this? Film editing, I think. Yep. Wow, wait. Oh, wait, no, okay, no, I only went 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Yeah. The Brutalist still shockingly managed to get in. Dune Part 2 didn't get in. Juror number 2 didn't get in. Let's see. Honora was... Oh, yeah, I had Honora at number 8. I had Nosferatu for a while. He got nom for The Lighthouse, and I predicted a repeat. Hey, you made a good call. I just wasn't expecting them to actually go for, like, a horror movie monster remake. So how many of the top 5 did get in? So I went 3 out of 5. Emilia Perez, The Brutalist, and Conclave. Honora is at number 5. Oh, wait. I didn't have Wicked in anywhere? Okay, that was a little bit dumb of me. That was a little bit silly. Yeah, this is where I got really silly. I tried predicting Megalopolis for production design. I should have known they were never going to nominate a movie with that many bad reviews. Because it's not the era of Passengers anymore. It's not that kind of thing anymore. Let's see. Brutalist. I thought The Brutalist was going to win production design for a while. I thought The Brutalist was going to win. Because, again, I thought it was going to be like, the more acclaimed film was going to win. But the fact that it couldn't even win the Art Directors Guild for period film and it lost to Nosferatu, like, wow. We did not see Wicked as being as big as it was. But to be fair, a lot of people were still trying to predict Wicked to win costumes and production design, which I felt dumb over. But I did get 3 out of 5, so that's good. Conclave and Nosferatu are in this list, so there's that. Conclave, it took me a while to come around to Conclave. I think I did it around the last second, but because it ultimately felt like it was too unstoppable at that point. Okay, what do I have here? Costume design. I still got 3 out of 5, actually. Because there's Wicked, Dune, and Gladiator. So that's good. How much else did I get right? Nosferatu and Conclave are at the bare bottom. Damn it. Okay. Still, I thought The Brutalist was maybe going to happen, but ultimately it didn't. Joker, I think I held on to Joker way too long, even after it came out, so oof. Best makeup and hairstyling. Wait. So I only went 2 out of 5, but I predicted Emilia Perez would get in. Because once I heard that they did, like, prosthetics on Carlos Sofia Gascon, I was like, oh, that's going to get in. That's going to get in, absolutely. And then I was right about that. And I actually snubbed Beetlejuice? Wow, okay. But, like, hell, Sasquatch Sunset and, Furiosa didn't even get shortlisted. That was crazy. You're a Monster, I guess I thought maybe that was going to happen or something. And there's The Substance at number 10, and Nosferatu at number 12. Again, it took me a while to come around to those films. Not having The Substance in is somewhat insane that this branch goes for those films. Not always! Keep in mind, like, the horror movies were not really being embraced by the Academy. The last time a horror movie got nominated for makeup was The Wolfman, which was like 2010. And like they didn't go for Candyman, they didn't go for It, the clown It movie. So it's like I did have reasons to not go for a horror movie. It's just, again, this was just a rather unexpected year for them to go for some horror movies, especially with The Substance in Best Picture. And yeah, and also keep in mind, if The Substance, if I was predicting The Substance for Best Picture at this point, I would have predicted it for Best Makeup. I would have done that. So, there is that. Here comes my big blunder. I tried predicting Rebel Moon for visual effects. And while I will say the effects are not bad in Rebel Moon Part 2, I mean, it's not a good movie, but the effects are very good. Much better than the first film. But I guess my justification for this was that, well, the first Rebel Moon got shortlisted. It didn't get nominated, but, maybe this one could as well, considering the effects are better. But then I should have realized the reason why Rebel Moon 1 got shortlisted was because it was a December release. It was a December release in a very weak year for visual effects. This year was way stronger. So yeah, Better Man. This is where I saw like the trailer for Better Man, I think, and I was like, no, Better Man's not happening. The effects don't like it. He doesn't look all that photoreal. And I should have realized that it was just a freaking trailer and not the full movie. Oh my god. Ugh. Twisters I had all the way down to number 7 because I definitely didn't think that was going to happen. But again, this was before I saw Twisters. It took me a while to see Twisters, and because I was like, they're not going to nominate a movie just because for like destruction effects. They don't care about that these days. Which, granted, I was correct about, but like it still got shortlisted. You didn't think he would be a better man. I should have been a better man. I should have predicted him. But yeah, so I went only 2 out of 5 here. With Dune, Planet of the Apes, Better Man's at number 7, Wicked's at number 11. Wait, oh, Alien Romulus. Yeah, I was still not doing Alien Romulus because I thought it was just going to be a practical effects movie, and I didn't realize how much big CG sequences were in the film. Again, that climax where the ship crashes into the rings, that's why the movie got a visual effects nomination. I was stupid for not watching it sooner. So yeah. I talked about visual effects a lot. Okay, sound. How well did I do here? Okay, I went 3 out of 5 because I did go for a complete unknown. So yeah, I did Dune, Emilia Perez, and the complete unknown, but I was missing. Wow, the Wild Robot at number 13. And okay, I had it above Wicked. Okay, that's interesting. I thought Twisters would be in visual effects and sound. I missed in Hard and Gladiator 2, with below the line noms and Denzel. Yeah, Gladiator 2 was a big Oscar flop. Original score. What do I have here? Okay, Emilia Perez, The Brutal. Okay, so I only went 2 out of 5 here because I did go for Emilia Perez in The Brutalist. But like Conclave, I should have put in. Honora didn't even have a score, so there's that. The Wild Robot's right there, and oh yeah, still did not have Wicked in the list because I did not think. I think I only, yeah, I did not have Wicked in the list. So yeah. Original song. What did I do here? Oh, I got 4 out of 5. I got 4 out of 5 in September. Okay. And let's see oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, I didn't even know that the Elton John film was even happening. But yeah, I did get 4 out of 5 because we had The Journey for the 688 and we had 2 Emilia Perez. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I just realized Mi Camino and El Camino. This is where I didn't know what was going on because the movie hadn't come out yet. So but I didn't realize those were the same. It was the same thing. There was Mi Camino, I think, yeah, there was Mi Camino and El Mal. But like, so yeah, regardless, there was 2 Emilia Perez songs. So I technically got 4 out of 5, I guess, maybe, if you want to be nice. I didn't predict it, but the night before the morning, I just knew they would do Wicked and score. I didn't, because I thought they were just going to say, it's just a, it's just a music thing. Like a musical thing. It already exists, but I guess there was enough of an original score in there, but still. Oh, animated feature. Here we go. I went 5 out of 5 in September. This is especially where it's like, okay, yeah, nothing else can really happen. I knew Moana 2 was not going to be a thing. So yeah, man. Oh. And it's funny how I have Transformers 1 all the way down to number 15. Because, like, no one nominated Transformers 1. No one did. Going 4 out of 5 in song was insane. I mean, yeah, maybe it was. Who knows? Yeah. Most people won 5 out of 5 in animated feature. Yeah, that is true. But did people have 5 out of 5 this early in September? I mean, maybe. I guess maybe people were still thinking that Moana 2 could happen. But yeah. And what I have... Oh yeah, I did not have international feature yet. I did not have international feature. October. Let's see how I did in October. Welcome back to... Alright, shut up. October, I feel like I did a lot better. Wait. Emilia Perez, Honora, The Brutalist, Dune, Complete Unknown, Conclave. Okay, so I still only had 6 out of 10. There's still no Nickel Boys. Didn't have that in. Wait. Oh yeah, I'm still here. I didn't have that in. Huh. Wait. Amelia Perez, Honora, The Brutalist, Dune, Complete Unknown, Conclave. And let's see, there's Nickel Boys. There's... You had Too Much Hope in Sing Sing. Are you reacting to every month's predictions? Yeah, somewhat, I guess. I'm just kind of looking through, you know? Obviously, I'm not, showing my voice with them. But yeah, I did, maybe, like, okay in Best Picture. Even though, by October, I probably could have gotten more in. I never thought, I still did not believe in Gladiator 2. Wait, I just realized, I don't even have Wicked in the list. Wait, what? I didn't even have Wicked in the list. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, and the Substance. I didn't have the Substance in, but I still did not believe that was going to be a thing. But, like, damn, I didn't even have Wicked in the top 20. That's kind of... Okay, that was a little bit of an L for me. That's a bit of an L. Welcome back to the... Let's see, Director. How well did I do in Director? I still tried to hold out hope for Juror Number 2 and The Room Next Door. Oh, my God. But let's see. I still went... 3 out of 5, Brady Corbet, Jacques Audiard, and Sean Baker. Let's see. There's James Mangold. Wait, I didn't have... wait. Coralie Farge is all the way down to number 20 for The Substance. I never had Gladiator 2 in because the Oscars hate sequels, especially ones that came out a long while after. I think it's more so to do with the fact that it's Ridley Scott and he does not make movies that people like. And people don't really care about his movies. So The Substance is somewhere, I guess. I think I was trying to, like, round out a top 20. Original screenplay. Okay. I only went 2 out of 5. Honora and The Brutalist. There's September 5, Real Pain, The Substance. They're still in the top 10. But I guess this is also, like, before Blitz, before we figured that was not going to happen. And I was still trying to hold out hope for Juror Number 2 and See the Sacred Fig. I was still trying to hold out hope. And adapted screenplay. How well did I do here? Sing Sing, Amelia Perez, and Conclave. So I still was only 3 out of 5. But there's A Complete Unknown and Nickel Boys just right there. Right out there. They're right on the outskirts. If I just took out Dune and Room Next Door. Hello, ECVR. Still looking at my old predictions. Apparently in September, you missed it earlier. In September, I got 5 out of 5 in lead actor. Like, that was crazy. Like, that early. Damn. Yeah, Complete Unknown Nickel Boys. That could have happened. Like, I should have put those in. But let's see. Oh, I did early Golden Globes predictions. Oh, Oscar predictions, October 2024. Welcome back to the Hannahcast YouTube channel. Hello, Hannahcast YouTube channel. Hey, in October, I still had the top 5. I still have the top 5. There we go. Hee hee. But let's see. Yeah, that's really, I don't really have much to say there. That's just really, really good on my end. So yeah. Lead actress. Okay. But you had Chalamet winning. Yeah, I had Chalamet winning, but to be fair, like, I had, especially since he won SAG, I had an argument, but I guess it just kind of became undeniable that, like, ultimately Adrian Brody just swept for the most part. Insane Cooking. Oh, yeah, it smells so good. Let's see. Fernanda Torres, I have at number 6. Wait, Cynthia Erivo at number 13. So wait, lead actress, I do have Mikey Madison and Carla Sofia Gascon, and then outside of that, you have Fernanda Torres, Demi Moore, and Cynthia Erivo. So I did have Demi Moore at number 11. Huh. Supporting actress, what I do here? Okay, so I still... Amy Adams was phenomenal in Night Bitch. I still need to see that. So, let's see. Oh, and I still didn't have Monica Barbaro. Didn't people think Kidman was happening around this time? Yeah, I think people were trying to make Kidman happen. And I guess I just didn't think she was going to happen for a while. Yeah, Yeah. So, hey, good on me. Let's see. So there's always Adanya and Felicity Jones and literally no one else. No one else. Because outside of that, you'd have Isabella Rossellini, and that's it. Wait, I took out Ariana Grande. Oh my god. I was just so convinced Wicked was not happening. I'm so stupid. Oh my god, what am I doing? So yeah. And Monica Barbaro, we did not know at this point that she was going to be the standout of a complete unknown. Supporting actor, there we have, like, again, Guy Pearce and Edward Norton. I got those right, but no one else, because there's Kieran Culkin at number 7, Jeremy Strong at number 9, and still no Yura Borisov. Again, everyone kept telling me that it was, like, Mark Edelstein that was the standout. Okay, who do we have here? I still only went 2 out of... Wait, I only went 2 out of 5, because there's Emilia Perez, and there's a complete unknown. But there's no Conclave, no Honora, and no Wicked. Wait, why? Again, wait, no, yeah. Okay, Wicked's at least in the top 10. Didn't Gold Derby predict the Culkin win before Award Expert? I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Below the line categories in
Welcome
October.
back to the Hannahcast.
Hello, Hannahcast. Cinematography. So I still only went 3 out of 5. Brutalist, Dune, Maria. There's Nosferatu. There's Emilia Perez at number 13. So yeah, I still didn't do great. But again, all these did get nominated at ASC. So that's not this. Okay, actually, Girl with the Needle was like the Spotlight Award, but still. All right, so there's cinematography. Oh, film editing. Wait. Oh, wait, so I got 3 out of 5 because Dune and Complete Unknown didn't get in. Honora is all the way down at number 9. Oh, I wish it was number 9. And then, wait, where's the last one? Wait, what was the last film? Oh, yeah, Wicked. Oh, yeah, again, I don't know why I just completely disregarded Wicked altogether. Production design, I still did pretty terribly. I had The Brutalist, Wicked. Okay, I will say, I think my justification for not having Wicked win was because I thought it was not going to be in Best Picture. And I feel like it would only win if it was going to be in Best Picture. So yeah, let's see. Brutalist, Wicked, Dune, Nosferatu's right there, and Conclave's at number 12. Costume design, there we go. Oh wait, damn it. I'm convinced the Megalopolis production design was AI. I don't think it was. I think I think it was designed by an actual production designer. It's just that the CG the CG looked really rushed. It looked really rushed. And that's a fault of Francis Ford Coppola. Costume design. Okay, so I do have Wicked winning here. So yeah, I only got 2 out of 5 because I had Wicked and Gladiator 2. Let's see, where are the other nominees? Oh yeah, there's Nosferatu and literally nothing else. There's no Conclave and there's no Complete Unknown. Makeup. What did I do in makeup? Oh, this is where I had the substance in. And I actually got 3 out of 5 here. Because I had the substance, Emilia Perez, and A Different Man. Okay. Where's the other ones? Let's see, there's Nosferatu right there, and Wicked is at number 18. Man, I was so convinced that was not going to happen. And by the way, guys, thank you all so much for watching this stream. That really means a lot. If you want to support the channel, you can become a channel member or gift memberships. Or if you want to consider donating, giving, or sending a tip more directly, go to ko-fi.com/ChristianHannah. You can find it in the pinned chat in the live chat. And anything helps, especially the end of the month is coming up, and we gotta keep the lights on somehow. But yeah, if you consider supporting the channel, it really means a lot. Let's see. Visual effects. Okay, yeah, I still tried to do Rebel Moon. I'm such an idiot for that. Oh my god, I only got 2. Let's see. Yep, there's Better Man at number 9, Wicked at number 11, and I have Alien Romulus at number 14. Do you disagree with the Oscar expert about his 2026 predictions? Some of them yes, some of them no. I have aligned with him a little bit more. So there's some things I disagree on, but yeah. Sound. Oh, there's sound. Yep. There's... Okay, wait. Okay, so I still only won 3 out of 5 because I have Dune, Emilia Perez, and A Complete Unknown. The other nominees, there's The Wild Robot, and there's Wicked at number 16. Why'd you go with After the Hunt in 2026 after saying never go with Luca? Because from what I've heard, it's not a weird movie. From what I've heard, The Hunt is not a weird movie. I'm a little bit scared in going for it because I'm like, I don't know if I can go for Luca, but I'll do it this one last time. If it's like some weirdo movie that no one likes, I'm like, okay, or not no one likes, but it's like, if it ends up being like a weird movie that ends up turning off the Academy, I'm never gonna predict Luca Guadagnino again. Challengers is not weird, but I mean, like, it's still like that kind of like horny Gen Z movie that people that Gen Z really likes, or millennials, and that did not really translate to the Academy all that well, as evidenced by the fact that it got no nominations, not even score. Speaking of score, let's go here. Okay, so finally I went 3 out of 5 here because I put in Conclave. But let's see, there's Wild Robot, and then there's... Oh yeah, I still didn't have Wicked because I didn't think they were going to nominate that. And once again... Okay, yep. Even in October, I got 4 out of 5 right. So wait, where's... And there's Never Too Late all the way down to number 14. I just never thought that was going to happen, but I guess it did. And I have egg on my face. Once again, I have 5 out of 5 in animated feature. It took a while for me to believe Flow was happening, but yeah. An international feature. This is when I started predicting international feature. And I actually went 4 out of 5. I went 4 out of 5 in animated feature in October. I just didn't have Flow in yet. And actually, wait, yeah. Yeah, I didn't have Flow in yet. Let's see. Welcome back to the Hannahcast YouTube. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, November. This is where things are becoming a lot more clear. A lot more clear. And I still didn't have Wicked in for some reason. I guess I was like a little bit bullish. On, like, I don't know if I can do that. Emilia Perez winning score is crazy. Why'd you predict PBP? What's PBB? I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure what PBP is. Oh, Piece by Piece. Because I thought it was going to be like, you know... because it's like Pharrell Williams, and it's like a biopic of sorts. Like a sort of documentary biopic thing. I thought it was going to be something like that, but then I guess it just ended up not being a thing. Okay, how well did I do here? Okay, I got Emilia Perez, Honora, The Brutalist, Dune, Conclave, Complete Unknown, and I still only went... In November, I still only had 6 out of 10. My God. Because there's still Nickel Boys. Yeah, there's... Yeah, Nickel Boys, Wicked... Oh, I still did not believe in The Substance yet, because I needed to see what the Golden Globes did. I still did not believe in The Substance. And also, I'm still here once again because, like, no one expected that to happen. Absolutely no one expected that to happen. So, yeah. Yeah. What else? What else? Director. Ooh. Welcome back to the Hannahcast YouTube channel. Hello, Hannahcast YouTube channel. Anyways, director. How well did I do here? Once again, I only had... oh my God, I still kept trying to do juror number 2 in Room Next Door. God! Oh, I'm so stupid. Did you see the one battle after another trailer? Yeah, I did. I was like, huh. This is interesting. So let's see. No, oh yeah, no James Mangold in yet. And Coralie Farge for The Substance. I don't know why I had... Like, if I didn't have The Substance in the top 20 for Best Picture, why did I not have Coralie Farge in sooner? Unless this came out, like... I don't know. Let's see. Original Screenplay. Ooh. So I went 3 out of 5, because there's still no September 5 or The Substance, but at least I went 3 out of 5 this time. So there's that. And adapted screenplay, I still think I did pretty bad. I still got 3 out of 5. That's not bad. But again, I still had Nickel Boys and The Complete Unknown. I still should have done that. And Wicked's all the way down to number 13. Okay, I probably... Yeah, ooh. Let's see. Yep. Acting predictions. Let's see. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, in November, I changed my Best Picture predictions. Oh, okay. So I changed my predictions in, like, between... Oh, wait a minute. Wait, did I just change something in the middle of editing? Okay, yeah. I changed something in the middle of editing. So, you forgot S.J. Clarkson from Madam Web. Ah, man, you're right. I should have put in S.J. Clarkson from Madam Web. My bad. But let's see. Yeah, I finally took out jury number 2. So I went Honora, The Brutalist, Emilia Perez, Conclave, Dune, Complete Unknown, and Wicked. So now I got 7 out of 10. Now I got 7 out of 10. Because I finally caved on Wicked. Yeah, oh, and The Substance I finally put in the list at number 17. But again, you know, I just did. Oh, and there's Nickel Boys at number 12. So there's that. Acting. I still thought Amy Adams was winning. I feel dumb. Wait, so I only went 2 out of 5, but now I took out Carlos Sofia Gascon, and I put in Fernanda Torres. So I did have her in. All right. Let's see. Then there's Carlos Sofia Gascon, then there's Cynthia Erivo, and then there's Demi Moore. So yeah, they're not all in the top 10, but it's close. Have you seen King Arthur? Which one? There's a lot of King Arthurs. I've seen King Arthur: Legend of the Sword, the 2017 film, directed by Guy Ritchie. Oh no, I fucked it. God! Oh no, in November I fucked myself, because like, boy, I think this is like after Trump won. I think this is like after Trump won. It's like everyone just started getting really scared of Trump, and no one wanted anything to do with him. So I thought John David Washington was gonna get in. Damn it. Oh my god. I had the top 5 of the previous 2 months. Let's see. Supporting actress. Who did I have in? Okay, so I did a bit better. There's Zoe Saldana, Felicity Jones, and Ariana Grande. And who else is in there? Again. Okay, there's Isabella Rossellini. And once again, I did not have Martica Barbaro because no one knew that she was going to be a big thing. And the supporting actor, I think I finally did somewhat well because I have, wait, I just realized okay, so I have Guy Pearce, Edward Norton, and Kieran Culkin. I finally had Kieran in for the first time. Then there's Yura Borisov, and all the way down to number 15 is Jeremy Strong. I should have thought he was maybe stronger than Samuel L. Jackson. I heard Darren Aronofsky is making an Elon Musk biopic. Yeah, I heard that too. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting how he does that. And SAG Ensemble. How well or bad did I do here? Well, I had a Complete Unknown out, so I guess I did a wash. Because I have Emilia Perez, Conclave, and Wicked. And I don't have a Complete Unknown or a Nora. Sing Sing still should have won Ensemble. Alright, below the line categories for November. Let's see how well I did here. Cinematography. Once again, it's the same top 5 I had before. Nosferatu's at number 6. So that's interesting. And Emilia Perez is at number 5. So, okay. Film editing. Once again, only 3 out of 5, because I thought Dune was still going to get nominated. But there's Wicked. I finally put Wicked in the top 10 for editing. And there's Honora. So there's that. Production design. Okay, now I finally have Wicked winning. So I still only 3 out of 5, but I finally have Wicked winning. The Nosferatu and Conclave, they're down there. Let's see. Costume design. Oh, wait, what? Okay, no, that's makeup. So there's Wicked and Gladiator, and that's all I got. Ah, damn it. So there's Nosferatu. I did not have... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I didn't have a Complete Unknown in, and I also didn't have a Conclave in. So there's that. Makeup. How did I do at makeup? Well, I only went 2 out of 5, because I only did The Substance and Emilia Perez. I took out A Different Man. Damn it. Are you excited to see one battle after another? I'm looking forward to it, but I don't know if I'm excited because I did not like Licorice Pizza at all. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Visual effects. Oh, wow. I finally got 3 out of 5 again. Oh my God. Finally. Because I put Wicked in, and I'm pretty sure I didn't have Wicked in anywhere else. So, ugh. Or I didn't have Wicked in the next time I did this. Better Man to number 10 because I still didn't believe in it. And there's Alien Romulus because I still didn't fucking see that movie. I didn't see Better Man either at that point. Sound. Ooh! Ooh! I went 4 out of 5 in November for sound. Wowee! Okay. Okay, that's cool. I got Dune, Emilia Perez, Wicked, and A Complete Unknown. I just didn't think The Wild Robot was going to happen, but look what happened. In late April, they are bringing some CinemaCon announcements to theaters on God. Oh, that's cool. Original score. Yeah, again, only 3 out of 5 because I have Brutalist, Emilia Perez, and Conclave. But still did not have Wild Robot, and I still did not have Wicked. So, big oof on my part. Once again, 4 out of 5 in original song. I have 4 out of 5. That's pretty good. Where is the Elton John still at number 15? There he is. Animated feature, still top 5. Yeah, that makes sense. Although I was beginning to believe a little bit more in Wallace and Gromit. International feature. How well did I do here? Ah, man, I did worse. I took out Wait, okay, I guess it would have been a wash anyway. Yeah, it was a wash. Because I took out Kneecap, but that didn't get nominated anyway. Flow is at number 9. I did end up predicting that at the end of the day, I remember. So there's that. Alright. Okay. Oh. So, okay, this is the Oscar predictions.
Welcome back to the Hannahcast YouTube channel.
This was November. No, this was December, right between the Critics' Choice Awards and, like, right between Golden Globes and Critics' Choice with the other industry awards. This is kind of sandwiched in between those two. Let's see how well I did here. Best Picture. I did way better here. Actually, whoa, I got 9 out of 10 because I still thought Sing Sing was happening. I still had Nickel Boys in. But none of us saw I'm Still Here coming. And this ended up actually being the top 5, no, this ended up being the top 10 that I still ended up predicting. I mean, obviously in different categories, but still. Not different categories, but it's like I swapped certain things differently. But still, this ended up being the 10 that I ended up predicting. So let's see, yeah, there's Sing Sing, Brutalist, yeah. Again, the only thing I could have done is like maybe swap out Sing Sing, but no matter what, it would have been a wash because I just did not have, I just did not have, I just did not have, I'm Still Here anywhere. Director, 4 out of 5, I got 4 out of 5. Because I had Ramel Rawson instead of Edward Berger, but again, it would have been a wash because there's James Mangold for A Complete Unknown, like right there. What do you think would have happened if Honora won PJ but lost DGA to Brady Corbet? I still think Honora would have won Best Picture because it still could have won Screenplay, Actress, and Picture, but Brady Corbet would have won Director at that point. But still, oh my god, oh man. We could have had a Brady Corbet win. He would have been a great winner, but sadly, the Academy just had the glaze all over Honora. I don't know why. Original screenplay. How well did I do here? Okay, this ended up still being the top 5 that I went for in the Oscars. Like my final top 5. Because I thought it was going to be All We Imagine Is Light, but I just didn't think, I did not think September 5 was going to happen. So, yeah. And then there's adapted screenplay. I did much better here because, yeah, I got 4 out of 5, but A Complete Unknown, I think BAFTA and Writers Guild hadn't happened yet, or at the very least BAFTA, because I knew Complete Unknown was going to get nominated at the Writers Guild. I wasn't expecting it to get nominated at the BAFTAs though. All right, lead actress. How well did I do here? Once again, I did really bad for December. Like, I thought, again, I got Demi Moore and Mikey Madison, but still, I still tried going for Kate Winslet. No Fernanda Torres, no Sofia Gascon, and no Cynthia Erivo. Lead actor, okay. I went for Daniel Craig, and this ended up being the top 5 I went for in the Oscars. My final top 5 for the Oscars. If A Real Pain got into picture, do you think it could have beaten Honora for screenplay? I think it would have been a possibility, but I still think the fact that Honora was going to win Best Picture, and it still beat A Real Pain at the Writers Guild Awards, I still think Honora would have still beaten it. Even if Honora was in, even if A Real Pain was in Best Picture. But like, yeah, ultimately it just kind of came down to who's going to be the 5th slot, Daniel Craig or Sebastian Stan. Why did someone dislike the video? Probably because they saw how much I disliked Honora. Supporting actress, I got 4 out of 5. Finally, I got 4 out of 5. But I had, and there's Monica Barbaro finally appearing in the list. Finally, after all this time. Because again, the reviews and reactions started coming out for A Complete Unknown. People were actually saying Monica Barbaro was like the standout. So that's good. Even though she's all the way down to number 10. I still didn't I think, yeah. This wasn't the... I don't think this was the top 5 I ended up going with for the Oscar. I don't think. No, because I went for Jamie Lee Curtis instead of Ingenue Ellis. So it would have been a wash either way. Supporting actor, who'd I have? Yeah, I think this was also... Yeah, this was also the top 5 I tried to go with for the final predictions. Even though I was really dumb because Denzel Washington, the fact that he didn't ended up... Granted, again, this is not final Oscar predictions. Because I thought, okay, at the time this was still reasonable. Yeah, I will still say, at the time, this was still a reasonable top 5 to have. Because BAFTA and SAG hadn't happened yet, so Denzel Washington, I think that was still like a good bet to make at the time. But yeah. And then the below the line categories. Welcome back to... Oh, and there's my little sweater. That's cute. Once again, same top 5 I had before. Actually, no, I took out Dune Part 2 and put in Nickel Boys. Damn it, I caved. I caved on Nickel Boys. I should have realized no one was going to go for that. Man, damn it. But yeah, there's Nosferatu, there's Dune, and there's Emilia Perez. At least they're in the top 10, so there's that. Film editing. Once again, wait. Oh, I did bad. I did really bad here. Emilia Perez and Conclave. Oh, God. Yeah, I took Brutalist out. Admittedly, because, like... Wait, I don't know if the Eddie... Oh, yeah, the Eddies didn't happen yet. And they did not nominate the Brutalist. No, the Eddies did not nominate the Brutalist. I think that's why I took that. You should have took out Girl with the Needle instead of Dune. Yeah, I should have. Let's see, there's the Brutalist. There's Wicked and Honora. Man, wouldn't it be great if Honora was number 10? That'd be great. Production design. Okay, I still only went 3 out of 5. Brutalist, Wicked. I was still thinking maybe Brutalist was gonna win. And there's Nosferatu and there's Conclave. Alright. I was still kind of wondering if Nosferatu was gonna be a real thing. I think I was holding out for BAFTA. Because if BAFTA went for Nosferatu, I was like, okay, now it's happening. Costume design. Let's see, we have Wicked, Dune, Gladiator. Yep, only 3 out of 5 right now. Oh my god. Oh, wait, no. Wait, no, I forgot Dune didn't get nominated for the Oscar. So I only went 2 out of 5. Damn it. So there's Nosferatu, there's Conclave, and... Wait. Oh yeah, still no... Complete Unknown. Oh yeah, Complete Unknown wasn't nominated at the Costume Designers Guild Awards, so I just completely disregarded it. December is when I became a member. Oh yeah, you became one of us, Easty. Thank you so much for being a member. And if anyone else wants to be a member, like I said, memberships are open. If you wanted to become a gifted member, or if you want gift memberships, you can do that right here. You can just click on here. Just click this little this $, and you could just send any one of these things in. Or if you want to support me directly through Ko-Fi, we could probably use the help right now. You could do that too. If they were nominated, would you want to win Honora? Who would you want to win? Honora, Joker 2, Challengers, or Amelia Perez? Honest to God, Joker 2. I did not think Joker 2 was that bad. So there's that. Do you like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania? No, I don't. Let's see. Makeup and hairstyling? Okay, The Substance, Amelia Perez, Different Man. Okay, I tried going for Waltzing with Brando, which got short. Oh yeah, this was when the shortlist happened. This was when the shortlist happened. So I thought maybe Waltzing with Brando could happen, but then that didn't happen. Yeah, Nosferatu and Wicked, yeah. Visual effects. This is when I finally saw Alien Romulus. I was like, okay, now it's happening. Alien Romulus is going to get in. Better Man. I don't think Visual Effects Society happened yet, so I didn't have that in yet. But I did go... Wait. Damn, I still only went 3 out of 5. Holy shit, man. Oh my god. Sound. What happened in sound? What did I do in sound? Okay, I went 4 out of 5. There's Dune, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and The Complete Unknown. I was missing The Wild Robot, which is at number 10. But again, I just thought they were just not going to touch an animated film. Score. Alright. We have Amelia Perez, The Brutalist, Conclave. Those got in. There's Wild Robot and Wicked. I had Wicked at number 9 because I wanted to keep in a Best Picture film, but I was still worried that they weren't going to do it. Wait. Okay, for original song, I still had 4 out of 5, but I just went with like I dropped piece by piece because I figured that wasn't going to happen. Animated feature. Okay, now I started taking Flow a lot more seriously. And I took Flow way more seriously. International feature. Holy shit, I was actually more correct in my December predictions than my final predictions. I actually got 5 out of 5 here. But yet, in my final predictions, I ended up going 4 out of 5 because I took out See the Sacred Fig and I put in Kneecap. Even though you didn't like Challengers, you have to admit the score was snubbed. To be fair, I like the score in Challengers, but I wouldn't nominate it either. I wouldn't nominate the score from Challengers. It doesn't really stick in my head that much. Documentary feature. Oh wait, yeah, documentary feature. I had Sugarcane, Porcelain War. I only went 2 out of 5. I did really bad. I did not expect them to do I was not really thinking they were gonna do No Other Land, but yeah. Let's see. Black Box Diaries. I didn't predict that. So yeah. All right. And now my final Oscar predictions. How did I do my final Oscar nomination predictions?
Welcome back to the...
All right. Best Picture. Let's see. I still only went 9 out of 10. But at the very least, I still kept it Nickel Boys. So that's that. I did better than most people, though. At least I did do better than most people. Because, like, I'm Still Here was, like, so out there for Best Picture. Like, that was, like, no one was predicting that for, like, no one. Unless you're Clayton Davis. Director. How well did I do here? 4 out of 5? Okay, I did 4 out of 5 because I still had... Oh, James Mangold I had at number 6. Ain't that funny? Man, that's... Wow. Okay. I guess he... Yeah. I just didn't think Edward Berger was like the... You need to stop jump scaring us at the start of your videos. It's scarier than a FNAF jump scare. Welcome to the Hannahcast YouTube channel. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so I went 4 out of 5 in director, but like, you know, yeah. Lead actress. I went 4 out of 5, but I did not have Cynthia Erivo all the way down to number 9, because I was just so convinced, like, that she was going to be like Barbie. And to be fair, I wasn't expecting Wicked to do as well as it did with nominations. I wasn't expecting it to get makeup or visual effects or editing. I was not expecting it to do that well. Lead actor, still only went 4 out of 5. I did very well in like the previous 2 months, but for some reason I just didn't go for him. Like for Sebastian Stan. Supporting actress, I foolishly went for Jamie Lee Curtis, but then again, it would have been a wash because I didn't think, I just was not expecting Monica Barbaro to get in with like Lone Sag. Supporting actor, again, I only went 3 out of 5 because, God, Yura Borisov and Jeremy Strong were much stronger than I thought. That was on me. Like, Clarence Macklin, I still think like was a decent bet, but like Denzel Washington, I mean, like he didn't even get SAG. That was dumb of me. That was dumb. Original screenplay, I still only went 4 out of 5. Because I thought they were going to nominate All We Imagine Is Light over September 5. Because September 5 got no long list mentions at BAFTA. I thought that was going to hurt it. But yeah. Excuse me. Adapted screenplay, I went 5 out of 5 on. I finally went 5 out of 5 because I went with the BAFTAs. I went with the BAFTA 5. So that's good of me. Oh yeah. Cinematography, I still only went 3 out of 5 because they went for Dune and Wicked. No, Dune and Emilia Perez. Why did you predict All You Imagine Is Light? I don't think a single... Wait. It didn't... I don't think it got a single screenplay nomination anywhere. I think this was my assumption. My assumption was that, you know, Paolo Capadia was not going to be in Best Director because the film was not going to be in Best Picture. So, like, this is probably, like, the only chance they were going... And Paolo Capadia did get nominated for Best Director at the Golden Globe. So I was like, maybe the original screenplay was going to be like the one place where Paolo Capadia could be nominated. And not only that, but like, you know, Worst Person in the World, that also got like a lone screenplay nomination. Okay, well, not lone, but like, but you know what I mean? Like, it didn't get nominated for original screenplay anywhere else. Because like, the Oscars didn't want to do Being the Ricardos because they were like, no, that's mid. We don't want to go with that. We want to go with Worst Person in the World. So I thought that was going to be the thing with All We Imagine Is Light, but ultimately that just didn't happen. It was mainly the fact that September 5 got 0 BAFTA shortlist mentions that made me not predict it. Cinematography, how well did I do here? I went 4 to 5. No, damn it, 3 out of 5 because I did Substance and Dune. I didn't have Wicked and I didn't have The Brutalist. Yeah, oof. They got, like, because, like, Wicked had lone ACE, and The Brutalist only had Critics' Choice. So, yeah. Production design. I went 5 out of 5. I mean, granted, Wicked ended up winning, but still, in terms of nominations, 5 out of 5. I did very well here. Costume design. Once again, I went 3 out of 5, because I thought maybe Beetlejuice and Dune were going to get in, but instead, they had A Complete Unknown, and, wait, did I get, and Gladiator. I thought Gladiator was just kind of dead. I didn't think, yeah, oh. I still haven't seen The Brutalist. You need to watch The Brutalist. The Brutalist is great. Makeup and hairstyling. I still only got 4 out of 5 because I didn't think Wicked was going to get in. But I did predict Emilia Perez, which is good. I did predict Emilia Perez. Visual effects. How did I go only 3 out of 5? Jesus Christ. Wicked, I had all the way down at number 10. And Alien Romulus, I just kind of... I think with Alien Romulus, it was the fact that it didn't get nominated for visual effects anywhere. It only got like 1 nomination at VES. And that was it. No Critics' Choice nomination. No BAFTA nomination. I just thought they weren't going to do Alien Romulus. But in a way, I guess it was sort of like, you know, Godzilla -1. Where it only had like 1 nomination at VES. And it wasn't even the top prize. But yet still got nominated. Even though Alien Romulus has way better effects than Godzilla -1. If the Carlos Sofia Gascon drama didn't happen, would Emilia Perez win? No, because general audiences still hated Emilia Perez. General audiences did not like Emilia Perez at all. I think that was going to kill the film no matter what, because there has never been a film that despised amongst general audiences. Like, sure, Green Book had its share of controversy, but people at least liked Green Book. Like, the audience scores on Green Book were still very good. The moment Emilia Perez became a meme and people were making fun of, like, when the normies got a hold of Emilia Perez and started dunking on it and making memes out of it, that's when it was dead. It was like, nah, it's not winning Best Picture anymore. It's become a joke. The question is, what would it win? Oh, if the Carlos Sofia Gascon drama didn't happen, I don't know, maybe it could have still won editing. But then again, I don't know. They were really going for Honora, so maybe it wouldn't win editing. So yeah, I think it probably still, like, at the very least, it probably still could have at least won international feature. Maybe. But yeah, there's visual effects. Sound. Once again, I went 4 out of 5, but I did not think The Wild Robot was happening, because I thought they hated animated movies. So yeah, original score. I still didn't do that great because, again, Wild Robot and Wicked surprisingly got in. But I did not bite on Nosferatu. I know the BAFTAs did, but I was like, nah, the BAFTA, like the Nosferatu's not going to get a score nomination at the Oscars. Because, like, my thing was, like, the reason why I still had Sing Sing is because I thought Sing Sing was still getting in Best Picture. And my logic was, if a movie's in Best Picture, it's going to get nominated for score. Because you look at the track record nowadays, it's like the nominees. When you look at the nominees, they are usually Best Picture nominees, except if it's like John Williams. And even technically this year, that was correct because only 5 Best Picture nominated films were in the shortlist. I thought it was going to be, I guess maybe you could argue it was 6, but I just did not think it was going to be Wicked. So, because I thought they're not going to do it. But in the end, the Best Picture stat, held up true because Sing Sing did not get in Best Picture. Wicked was in Best Picture and Wicked still got a score nomination. So, technically, the Best Picture stat still holds up. Could Death of a Unicorn get a score nomination? Not if it's not in Best Picture, I would say. Unless you're scored by John Williams, you don't really get a score nomination these days if you're not in Best Picture. Or at the very least, if there's 5 or more, it depends. I guess it depends on how many Best Picture films are in the shortlist. I guess that depends because, if there's too many Best Picture films in the shortlist, then it's, it won't get in. Original song, I still went only 4 out of 5, but still, I just wasn't, if I just went for Never Too Late, I could have gotten 5 out of 5. God, because everyone else was doing Never Too Late, and I was doing Sing Sing, which did benefit me, but I just did not think Never Too Late was going to happen. And then animated feature, this is where I thought maybe where Wallace and Gromit could win. I still think it was in the conversation for the win, but still, it's still 5 out of 5. That's good. International feature, yeah, this is where I broke apart from when I had my top 5, because I had my top 5 earlier in December, but I took out Seed of the Sacred Fig and instead put in Kneecap, because I thought Kneecap was also going to get a song nomination for Sick in the Head, which it still should have gotten a nomination for Sick in the Head, I'm not gonna lie. But, ultimately, the BAFTAs just really loved Kneecap, and it didn't translate that well to the Oscars. Documentary feature, I did very bad. I got Sugarcane and Porcelain War, and that was the only one. I didn't go for Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat. Actually, no. I don't know if Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat got nominated or not. But yeah, there was still Black Box Diaries and No Other Land. I was dumb. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, yeah. All right, yeah. And those were my cringy Oscar predictions. I did very bad early in the season. And only very late in the game did I start getting a lot of things right. Again, I did some of the best calls I had were, me saying Mufasa was not going to get nominated, because again, once you have, like, when the effects were just not that great, like, the fact that they looked like a step down from the first Lion King, I knew that was not going to happen. I think some of the other calls I had that were good, again, you know, September, I got 5 out of 5 in lead actor. That was pretty good. I did, another one I am a little bit proud of is Complete Unknown. Once that was announced to be coming out in February, no, in December, I was like, that is going to be in Best Picture. And ultimately, I was like, do not count out James Mangold. Ultimately, I did not predict him, but hey, I got, like, he got it anyway. Challengers was probably also close to getting a score without a Best Picture nom. Maybe. Didn't Wild Robot get a score nomination? That wasn't in Best Picture. Yes, Easty, it did get in Best Picture, but keep in mind, I said that when you look at when you look at what did get nominated for score and Best Picture, all the Best Picture films were maxed out because the only Best Picture films that were shortlisted for score were Brutalist, Wicked, Conclave, and Emilia Perez. Like, they maxed out on the Best Picture nominations since Sing Sing didn't get in. So it's like, yeah, Wild Robot got in, but it got in because they kind of maxed out on all the Best Picture nominees. Can we ask upcoming Oscar questions now? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah. And like I said, guys, if you want to support the channel directly, like I said, we have, you could either become a member through here, or if you can gift memberships, that would be also great. Or if you want to, support the channel directly through Ko-Fi, that would mean a lot. So yeah. What are your thoughts on the one battle after another trailer? Sensei? Thank you, Sensei. Viva la Revolution. I have no idea how to feel about it, because I don't know. Maybe I'm just not... Granted, the only Paul Thomas Anderson comedy I've seen was Licorice Pizza, and I didn't really like that. And I'm worried that I'm getting similar vibes to this. What movies that already released could have became Oscar contenders if they released later in the later half of this year? I don't know. It's already March, so I'm not really sure. Nothing really has come out that makes me go, oh yeah, that could happen. So yeah, nothing really, nothing really stands out to me. Oscar expert, Brother Bro, and Ryan have it at number 1 at the moment. I don't know. I don't really know about that being at number... Actually, to be fair, Oscar expert did say that in a members only video that maybe One Battle After Another is not number 1. Apparently he might be backing off of that at number 1. Because I've always said this doesn't really feel like a film, and even then there's still a chance it might not even get nominated for Best Picture, because like this movie costs over $100 million. It's not going to do well at the box office, and Warner Brothers is already not great at campaigning movies these days, so I feel like it's gonna bomb, and Warner Brothers is just gonna abandon it. Are you paying for the Oscar Expert membership, or is he also paying for that? No, I am, but the thing is, it's like, I have this thing called, like, Google Rewards, where it's like, I take surveys and stuff, I can get, like, Google Play points. So, like, it's one of those things. So, it's not much, so I'm able to cover the, the membership with the Google Rewards app and stuff. What doubts do you have about Marty Supreme? Marty Supreme, I don't know. Something about it just doesn't really feel like an Oscar film to me. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, the cast is kind of weird outside of Timothée Chalamet. It's like, the Safdie brothers don't really make Oscar contending films. I mean, hell, not one film they've made has gotten an Oscar nomination so far. So I'm not completely sure. So you don't have One Battle After Another being a contender? I do have it in the top 10. I have it in the top 10, but I don't think it's going to be a winning contending film. I think there are some doubts to be had about it. There are some doubts. What studio do you think could pick up and campaign the rivals of Amziah King? There are some options. The most likely option I could see would maybe be like Netflix. I could see Netflix doing it. Or maybe Searchlight, because Searchlight doesn't really have anything happening this year that could be like a serious contender. I don't know if Jake Kelly is going to be an Oscar film. I'm predicting that Netflix will campaign Frankenstein the hardest. I'm not going to bite on Frankenstein because it's still a horror movie, and just because we live in a post-substance world doesn't mean they're going to nominate another horror movie the very next year. Like, look at Get Out. You know, Get Out got nominated for Best Picture. It's like, oh, well, now they can do horror movies. So that means Hereditary will get in. Like, Toni Collette will get in. And she didn't. Or Mad Max Fury Road got nominated. So more action movies can get nominated. And it's like, not really. So it's like, I don't want to bite on Frankenstein just because they did The Substance. I'm going to back off on Frankenstein until it comes out and people actually start saying it's like a real awards contender. But the Daniels also didn't have any Oscar movies before Everything Everywhere. True, but at the same time, Everything Everywhere was like, we didn't expect Everything Everywhere to be like as big of a hit as it was. Like, it made, like, once it made like a shit ton of money at the box office, it's like, oh, okay, now it could be a real thing. But right now, I don't want to bite on the Safdies right now. Why do you have Dwayne Johnson losing actor but have Emily Blunt winning supporting actress? Okay, to be fair, I didn't update the app as much. So keep them, yeah, so that's just as simple as it is. I did not update the app, or like I did not update my predictions as much. So take that with a grain of salt. Fair to have doubts, but Warner Bros. Is going to back this film fully. There are no other films that it has that are even close to having the buzz of this film. I just don't think it will. I just don't think they're going to want to support it all that much. I mean, you know, look at, like, again, like, if the film bombs and no one wants to see it, and the fact that it's coming out in September, because here's the thing, if it was a December release, well then, yeah, if it flops, it doesn't really matter at that point, because, like, if it comes out in December, then it's like, you know, all the buzz is going to be around its awards prospects, and no one's going to care about the box office. That's how movies like Nightmare Alley and West Side Story can get away with being bombed at the box office, despite, you know, and still be awards contenders. But One Battle After Another is coming out in September. All the talk is going to be about the box office, and so that's the problem. If it could just be like In the Heights, even if it's very acclaimed, Warner Brothers could just give up on it, considering if it's just not a Best Picture contender. No, if it doesn't make a lot of money. What is their backup though? I don't know. Like, I don't know what their backup is, but we'll have to see. The award expert poster for One Battle After Another sucks. But to be fair, that's not really award experts' the fault of the award expert app, because like award expert uses what's that one thing called? It uses the movie database. It uses the movie database for like all the film stuff, like sort of like how Letterboxd has it. It's like that's like the like. Yeah, it says movie data and images powered by TMDB, the movie database. So the movie database, that's the poster that they have for One Battle After Another. So it's not really an award expert thing. Do you agree with Brother Bro saying Adam Sandler will win Best Supporting Actor? Wait, where did Brother Bro say that? Unless he's putting it in his predictions. If he put it in his predictions, that could be big. I mean, I will say, if Jake Kelly's in Best Picture, I think Adam Sandler has a very good shot at getting an Oscar nomination. I want to suggest change posters on the app, but I already suggested something today, lol. Again, I don't know if Brother Bro can really do that, unless you want to have it where, like, again, unless you want to have to where, like, you can put in your own posters from a selection of images that the movie database has. But again, Brother Bro is not the one putting these posters on award expert. He, like, the movie data and stuff is built on the movie database. So that's the movie database's image. That's their image. Let's see. PT has so much respect in the industry. I could see him overlooking the box office, but Leo is no bum when it comes to box office, so I could easily see it doing decent. I don't think movie stars exist anymore. I don't think a movie will make money because it has a certain celebrity. Like, I mean, hell, look at Killers of the Flower Moon. Killers of the Flower Moon didn't do that well. Now, granted, to be fair, that's different because, like, that's a streaming movie, and obviously streamers like Netflix and Apple, they don't care about box office. Like, that's the thing. If One Battle After Another, if that was an Apple movie or if it was a Netflix movie, then yeah, I would not care about the box office because clearly they don't care about the box office. But this is Warner Brothers, and it's like they will give up on a movie if it doesn't do well at the box office. They will give up on a film. I'm talking about what Letterboxd has to change the poster from selections. Oh, okay. You could suggest that. I mean, yeah, you could suggest that probably, maybe. Oscar Isaac and Brother Bro said One Battle After Another will make money because of Leo. I don't know. Again, Killers of the Flower Moon didn't make money. And again, yeah, to be fair, like Apple didn't care about the box office, but still, like they still gave it a wide release, and people didn't like it. Still didn't do well at the box office. So I'm still not, I'm still not going to, predict. Not predict. I still don't think it's going to do well. I still think it's going to do well. Did you brush your teeth today? Yeah. Like, what? That's a random question. More like a random Christian. Do. Dab on the haters. PT has 11 Oscar noms, including 3 for directing, 5 screenplay noms. He also has 2 DGA noms. Oscar Isaac and Brother Bro said if he gets his 14th nom, he is going to win this time. Do you agree? I don't know. Again, it really depends. And also, I honestly, the fact that this is his most commercial film, I think that actually might hurt One Battle After Another because, like, especially with the director's branch, they like the more auteur visions. They like the more auteur visions and not more commercial stuff. Now, granted, you could also argue James Mangold, but James Mangold had not been nominated for director yet, and Paul Thomas Anderson clearly has. So I feel like the fact that Paul Thomas Anderson's going against his own sensibilities and going more commercial, that might hurt his chances. He might not get nominated for director. I think it helps the film, honestly. I mean, we'll have to see. But I don't know. I don't think people will go out to see a movie from a celebrity if the celebrity has changed looks since their prime. DiCaprio looks completely different from when he did in Titanic. I just think the movie culture itself has changed. I don't think people care about movie stars anymore. I mean, sure, a movie will probably make more money with a big star in it than if it didn't, but a movie being successful, I don't think hinges on a star being in a movie. I think the last celebrity the last actor I feel like that had like true box office draw was Will Smith. Where it's like you put him in a movie, it's like a guaranteed hit. But again, that was like long ago. That was like the 2000s when that was a thing. So Leo looks to be in top form along with the rest of the great cast: Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, Tiana Taylor, and Chase Infinity. Again, yeah, they look all great in the film. I just don't think... I think the only person I feel like is a legitimate box office draw, like when he's doing this film, it is going to be successful. And that is if Christopher Nolan is directing a film. I think Christopher Nolan might be the biggest box office star in Hollywood right now. Because if he's directing a movie, people will go see it. So, but any actor, I don't think any single actor is a true box office draw anymore. Did you take a shower today? Yeah, like, what's with the hygiene questions? Fun fact, this is Chase Infinity's first role in a movie. She's playing Leonardo DiCaprio's daughter. She played Jake Gyllenhaal's daughter, Jaden, in the Apple TV series Presumed Innocent. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah. I think this film has a shot at best casting because of her. If she's great in it, maybe. It's kind of weird to try to predict best casting because we've never yeah. I guess we have BAFTA and we do have the and we do have the Artios Awards, which is the casting directors awards. So, did you eat breakfast today? Actually, no, because I can't afford breakfast. I want to have breakfast. God, you know how much I would love to have like a good, like balanced meal, like just like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But no, I like for lunch I just had ramen, and today I just had like a burger and a little bit of mashed potatoes, and that's kind of it. But yeah, like best casting is going to be interesting. I'm really fascinated to see where this is going to go. And I can't wait to start doing my early predictions because, like, I just been kind of starved of content recently. I'm like, I want to do those top 10 lists, but I've just never gotten around to them. Because a lot of my videos have been underperformed. I think it's really because, like, when my animated feature tier list underperformed very much, it's like, like when videos underperform, it really does suck my motivation a bit. Surely you could afford breakfast with the monetization money. Oh, you underestimate how the monetization system works. That's not enough. Trust me. If I had enough money to afford breakfast with monetization money, like I would actually be able to pay bills and rent. Like currently, I'm still not able to do that. So it's like people don't make as much money on YouTube as you would think, especially for someone on my scale. Because like I'm not really. I'm not really, a big YouTuber. The score from Johnny Greenwood put me under a spell. The cinematography breathtaking. PTA's script sounds deliciously entertaining and urgent. Easily my most anticipated film. September got me. September, get here now. Wait, did you hear the score from One Battle After Another? Did you actually hear the score that Johnny Greenwood made? How many Oscar noms will the PTA film get? Right now, I'm predicting the Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. I'm predicting that to get 5 nominations. Maybe it could win Best Actor and Director. I don't know. Again, I just don't know. I just really don't know because I feel like because it's more commercial, then it's not going to be considered as much of an auteur vision. Which I feel like would hurt it. I think it wins it all. We'll have to see. Also, you want to know what else that's kind of funny? Speaking of, I just realized something. Hold on a second. You want to see something funny? Something I put up on my merch store? I should probably like promote this a little bit more. But however, we have a Buy Honora t-shirt. Buy Honora, buy. Like if you wanna mourn Honora winning 5 Oscars, then you know what else is massive sounding quote. But yeah, if you want to mourn Honora winning a bunch of Oscars, I on my store on the my Hannahcast shop, then like I have a Buy Honora t-shirt available. I thought it'd be kind of funny if I turned my pain into monetization. So yeah, if you can actually buy this right now. It's only like $15. I wanted to make it as cheap as I can. So yeah, consider buying this t-shirt. I just thought it'd be kind of funny. So yeah. How many people buy your merch? Not really any. Like not. I think like I know a friend of mine did, but like people don't really buy my merch. Granted, I don't really push my merch all that much. I want to buy samples of my merch to show on, my stream on my videos and stuff, but I can't afford it. So, like, yeah. Why did Snow White flop so hard? Because people didn't like it, and no one was excited for it. That's why it flopped. Yeah, and anyone saying that it's, like, and to be clear, it's not Rachel Zegler's fault. Like, God, the way the studio's been treating Rachel Zegler is so stupid. It's like, she looks great in the film. The problem is, the movie looks bad, it looks tone deaf, and Gal Gadot is like the worst casting for the evil queen you could imagine. But let's see, did you see the Avengers cast revealed by Marvel? I'm very interested. Rachel Zegler made some anti-Trump remarks. And she should have, because Trump sucks. Like, she didn't say anything controversial. Like, people, like conservatives want to get mad, and they want to say, we want freedom of speech, we want freedom of speech. Then when someone does exercise their freedom of speech, and it's something they don't like, they're like, boo, fuck you, you should be deported or something. It's like, they always, like, they're such hypocrites. They're such fucking babies, you know? But yeah, no, Rachel Zegler was absolutely justified in making those anti-Trump remarks. I stand with Rachel Zegler. Let's see. But yeah, the Avengers cast, I'm very fascinated. The fact that they're bringing in the Fox X-Men, especially like Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler, that's insane. I mean, to be fair, Gal Gadot kind of looks like the part. That's no excuse for her actions. But it's not even that. It's like, she kind of looks the part. But the thing is, it's like, she doesn't have a good menacing face. Like, when you look at the clips of her, it's like, she does not have a good menacing face to her. Like, for example, if you cast, like, Gal Gadot, not Gal Gadot, if you cast Lady Gaga in the role, which is why it's, like, I remember they were saying, I remember when there were, like, rumors that Lady Gaga was being eyed for the role, that would have been so perfect! Because Lady Gaga can play a menacing character, and she is actually a very good actress. And I'm not gonna act like Gal Gadot is like the worst actress ever. I feel like she can be good in the right role. This is just not that right role. And she can't sing all that well. Whereas Lady Gaga, I mean, she can sing without even Lady Gaga can sing and make it look effortless. And not only that, like, Lady Gaga is actually an Oscar-nominated actress and was trained in theater, and again, she can put on a menacing face. And some other casting choices I thought would have been good, like Anne Hathaway, she could do it. It's just like, Gal Gadot is just literally like, oh, we want a big celebrity here that we think is, like, available, so we'll just get her in. We don't care if the casting's good. It's just not a good casting choice. Could Demi Moore be the evil queen? I don't know if she can sing, though. I don't know if Demi Moore could sing, but I could maybe, like, but if we're talking about just pure acting ability, sure. I could see that, sure. Rachel Zegler actually said F Trump on social media. Good! Fuck Trump! I'll say it too! Fuck Trump! No, I don't who cares? Gal Gadot received death threats. Guess who received even more death threats? Rachel Zegler, because she is Latina and she doesn't like Trump. It's like, I'm sorry, but it's like, I'm not, obviously, yeah, I wouldn't send death threats to anybody either, but it's like, Rachel Zegler clearly was also receiving death threats, and Disney didn't do anything about that. But hey, if you're a woman of color, Disney will just say, fuck you. Because Disney hates women of color. They did this, it's rinse and repeat. Like, a woman of color gets bullied online and receives death threats, like Kelly Marie Tran, or even though granted, Amanda Stenberg is non-binary, but still the basic thing of, non-male people of color, or even just people of color in general, because, like, John Boyega got death threats. I mean, he's a dude. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just rinse and repeat. These people get racist death threats and whatnot, and based off of just absolute... Oh, and also Halle Bailey for The Little Mermaid. Like, she was getting bullied and getting death threats because people are racist and sexist. And so it's like... And Disney doesn't want to do anything with them because it's like, hey, they're expendable. We don't care about them. So it's like, it's so stupid. The amount of similarities between Rachel Zegler and Melissa Barrera's controversies are uncanny. They're not even controversies. It's people trying to make them into controversies, but they're not even controversies. Like, that's the thing. Nothing they're saying is controversial. They're just being targeted because they are women of color. That's literally the reason. But let's see. People think Rachel is fake, but I personally think she comes off as very genuine. I think so too. Everything I've heard about Rachel Zegler is that she's an angel. Like, everything I've heard about her was like she's just like a wonderful person to be around. So it's like, yeah. Why do you think Life of Chuck will win Best Picture? Another film this year could win TIFF Audience Award and release this year. For example, Rivals of Amaziah King. Again, who knows? It's this early in the year. I don't really know if Life of Chuck will win Best Picture. So, like, anything. I mean, hell, look at last year's Oscar predictions. I only had like 1 out of 10 correct. So, what would be a better evil queen casting choice? Mikey Madison or Gal Gadot if you had to choose? I guess Mikey Madison, even though I feel like the evil queen should be older. Like, I think Gal Gadot is, I guess, like, you know, a better age to play the evil queen, but Mikey Madison is a better actress, so you got me there. But yeah, ideally, like I said, Lady Gaga should be playing the evil queen, or if not her, again, you could maybe go with like an Anne Hathaway. She could have played the evil queen just fine. Or hell, even Emma Thompson would make sense. Just like anyone other than like Gal Gadot. Again, I'm not gonna act like Gal Gadot's the worst actress in the world. I thought she was good as Wonder Woman. But the problem is that she can't play a menacing character. The moment her casting was announced, I was like, that's not going to work. We've never seen her in this kind of a role before. And even when she has played villains, it's more like the sexy kind of villain. Like, I'm the villain. Like, the evil queen, when you watch Snow White, is very methodical. I don't think Gal Gadot could play that. Florence Pugh could do it if she had black hair. I mean, yeah, obviously she could dye her hair. That's fine. Yeah, Florence Pugh. Yeah, sure. She could play menacing. Yeah. Have you seen Invincible? No, I have not. Are you looking forward to the new Avengers film? I will say yes. Although at the same time, I don't know, because ever since Endgame, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has just been a complete mess, and I just have no idea how this is going to be structured narratively. Mikey Madison reportedly has been offered a part in the new Resident Evil. I hope she declines and chooses projects with our tour directors. I don't really care either way. And it actually has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with Honor or anything. It's like, just get your bag, you know. I don't like, I remember when people were saying, oh no, why is Ke Huy Quan selling out to Marvel? What is he doing? It's like, bro's getting his bag, you know? He's getting his money. Right after he went through the longest time of even risking losing his health insurance because he wasn't getting work. It's I don't care what, if an actor is trying to do like something more auteur driven or commercial driven, just get that bag, you know? Like, there are many people out there who would kill to have that kind of a job. And if Mikey Madison wants to take up a Resident Evil, a Resident Evil role, then yeah, get that bag, get that money, you know? There are many people there are people out there who would kill to have that kind of money and that kind of role. So it's I don't care. Just get that bag. Do what you think is gonna do. You do you. You know what I mean? If you had a chance to write and direct one movie and one movie only, what would it be about? Honestly, I want to do something kind of out there. I would want to do the SpongeBob musical as live action, like a live action adaptation of the SpongeBob musical. And I know it'd be weird because it's like, wait, are you going to try to do like a Cats thing? No, it would not be a Cats thing. The costumes would look very similar to how it was in the stage show, you know. It'll be very similar to how it was in the stage show, where it's like, you know, they're people, but they're supposed to be the characters, and you sort of get it. I even have some ideas on like how I would introduce these characters, let you know what they're supposed to be and stuff. And I even have some great ideas for some casting. Like, come on, Coleman Domingo as Mr. Krabs would be so perfect. Come on, everybody, that would be awesome. Like, Coleman Domingo would absolutely kill it as Mr. Krabs. Also, Keith Habersberger from the Try Guys, he should be Squidward. Yeah. Imagine a song in the SpongeBob musical singing about how Nora was overrated. Oh my god. It's like, bye, Nora, you make us sleep, you make us want to snore. Okay, I'm not great at off the fly, like, fucking, you know, song lyrics, but yeah. But yeah, if I could make any movie, like just one movie, I would do the SpongeBob musical, because I feel like there's it's weird. It's like, but it also has some good songs. Admittedly, there are some parts of the musical where I'm like, okay, I probably have to change that, but like, we'll have to see. I know Amzaya has good buzz, but it currently sits at 65 on Metacritic. I'll have to wait and see once more reviews come out. IndieWire, The Hollywood Reporter, and Guardian all give it negative reviews. I guess we will have to see how strong it will be, because I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be like. You know, this stuff, yeah. Coleman Domingo's Mr. Krabs will require a lot of makeup and would afterwards win makeup at the Oscars. No, it wouldn't need, like, hold on, like, I'm not saying turn the actors into, like, I'm not saying turn the actors into, like, actual animals. That would be weird. Like, hold on. Like, imagine, like, hold on. Like, this is basically what I mean when I say, like, you know. Like, this is basically what I mean. Like, Coleman Domingo would be, like, in this kind of outfit. You know, there would not be any makeup needed. Or, I mean, obviously, there's always a little bit of makeup. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to turn the actors into, like, human-animal hybrids. Yeah, yeah. So, like, they would be wearing very similar costumes to what they would wear in the stage show. Because I feel like, people will just accept it that way. They don't want to see these people look weird and like have Coleman Domingo look like he's like half crab or something. That would be crazy. Are you more excited to see Jay Kelly or The Smashing Machine? Well, I guess maybe Jay Kelly, because maybe this could finally be Adam Sandler's chance to get into the Oscars. Maybe. Although Smashing Machine is interesting, because I've heard, like, I want to know how good Dwayne Johnson is in the film. I want to know. Does it concern you that Amzaya doesn't have a distributor yet? I'm not exactly sure, because South by Southwest is South by Southwest like the kind of movie festival, or like is that really the place where like movies get picked up? Because I'm not exactly sure about that. I'm not sure if movies usually get picked up at those places or at South by Southwest. Okay. Which A24 movie will do well awards-wise? The Smashing Machine or Smarty Supreme? I have no clue, because there's honestly a chance neither does well. So, I'm not exactly sure. Within days of playing at Sundance, Train Dream, Sorry Baby, and Together Were Sold, I tend to personally have questions when films don't sell quickly after playing at festivals. But again, what about but Sundance is like a bigger festival, but I don't know about South by Southwest. I don't know if that's like a big enough, you know, I don't know if that's a big enough film festival for films to get like picked up. I'm not exactly sure. For real though, Smashing Machine will most likely be this year's Iron Claw. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm not exactly sure. I've heard mixed things about the Smashing Machine though. I've heard mixed things, or I've heard that there's been like mixed things. The Martin Scorsese, Dwayne Johnson movies doesn't seem like an Oscars thing. Oh, that's different. No, if it's Martin Scorsese, I have to assume it's going to be a big thing, especially when produced by Disney. I don't know. That's a bit of a different horse altogether, because we're talking about Dwayne Johnson. We're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio, and who else? I know someone else was in there. And Emily Blunt. I mean, yeah, no, that's like too big. That's too big of a cast to make me think that that's not going to be nothing. So no, I'm not. No, it's going to be something. Distributors go to South by Southwest too. Who knows? I'm not exactly sure what's going on. But the Iron Claw was released in December, and the Iron Claw didn't go to fall festivals. I doubt this is going to happen with the Smashing Machine. Yeah, I think the Smashing Machine will go to film festivals. Do you consider last year a weak Oscars year for you personally? How do you think it will compare to this? Last year I'd say it was kind of weak. Yeah, weirdly enough, the visual effects race was fantastic, but it's like, you know, the Best Picture race, it could have been a lot better. Especially with like movies like Saturday Night getting ignored, and you know, and what was it called? And the Juror number 2 getting ignored. So yeah, but like this year, I don't know. There's not really that many like big profile films I'm really excited for. Like, yeah. Leo had a great day with the One Battle After Another and this news. Why are Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt always in movies together? Maybe they just like working together. Who knows? I mean, hey, I would like working with people that I like working with. Oh no! Leonardo DiCaprio is about to pass me in subscribers! Oh no! Wait. Oh no! Wait, 3.14 subscribers. No! Because apparently Leonardo DiCaprio just like made a YouTube channel today. And it's like, I have 3,551 subscribers. Everyone, subscribe to my channel. We can't let Leonardo DiCaprio beat me. We can't let Leonardo DiCaprio beat me in subscribers. We can't let this happen. No! But yeah. Could Michael win casting? I think only if it's in Best Picture. I'm not gonna bite on Michael right now, the Michael Jackson biopic. I'm not gonna bite on that right now, because it's like, it's Antoine Fuqua. He has not made a film that's gotten, like, the closest he's ever gotten to a Best Picture kind of film was Training Day, and even then, it only got 2 acting nominations, so it's like, I just don't know. I just don't think that's, I don't want to bet on an Antoine Fuqua film. Like, if the movie comes out and people love it, and it makes a lot of money, alright, sure. But I am not going to bite on an Antoine Fuqua film at this point. I'm looking forward to Caught Stealing during an Aronofsky movie. Do you like Aronofsky movies? I don't think I've seen that many of them, but I did really love The Whale. I love The Whale. Did you watch The Penguin? Not yet. I have not watched The Penguin yet. Nope. Ryan has Eddington in his top 10 early predictions. Oh, Ryan Castleman? Yeah, I don't know. That's another one where I have to wait till I have to see what happens, because I don't know. I mean, it's still Ari Aster. He makes very weird movies. When Toxic Avenger comes out, it could be predicted to win makeup and then become an Oscar player, just like The Substance. I could put an image of it in the Discord if you want. No, I know what the Toxic Avenger is. That's not going to happen. Come on, let's be real here. The Substance had like a social kind of message to it. The Toxic Avenger is not really like that. No. It's not going to be The Substance. I have seen the trailer for the Toxic Avenger, actually. I have seen a trailer. But let's be real. It's not going to be The Substance. Like, we can't just say that this movie's going to be this kind of movie just because this movie just happened. It's like, no. That's not really how it works. Do you think Eddington could get some Oscar nominations? If it's really well received, but again, and also very palatable for a general audience, but I just don't know about that. I just don't know about that. We'll have to see. I have a feeling One Battle After Another is going to bomb hard. Oh, yeah. That's my thing. There's no way One Battle After Another is going to make that much money. It's going to bomb at the box office. And I feel like that will hurt its Oscar chances because it's not releasing in December. Do you think Avatar 3 or Wicked 2 makes more money? Oh, Avatar 3 easily. I didn't think Avatar 2 would make $2 billion, and yet it did. So, yeah, no. Wicked 2 is going to make... no, Avatar 3 is going to make way more money. Like, people absolutely cannot get enough of Avatar. Maybe Leo could get over 100 million. I don't know about that, because, like, I don't think Leo himself can do that. I mean... Like, I don't know. Again, movie stars don't make the box office these days. They just don't make the box office. I don't think it'll matter. DGA will catapult PTA to the Oscars. I mean, we've seen directors get nominated at DGA and not happen at the Oscars. I mean, look at Edward Berger. Again, the fact that it's more commercial and not as auteur driven, like he's going outside of his normal sensibilities. It's like, I feel like that, like the fact that it's going to be more commercial is going to hurt One Battle After Another, and at least in terms of its director chances. Did you watch Severance? No, I did not watch Severance. I don't watch a lot of television. Box office bombs can get nominated, but I can see that hurting it. The problem is box office bombs can get in if they're like December films. Like, yeah, West Side Story, Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, that bombed and that got in the Best Picture. Nightmare Alley, that bombed and got in the Best Picture. But the thing is, if you're going to bomb and get in the Best Picture, then like you need to be in December so that all the conversation is around the awards and not the box office. But if you're coming out earlier in the year and you're a bomb, well then, you're kind of dead. Because like, look at In the Heights. In the Heights got incredible critic reviews. Honestly, the reviews were even better than that of West Side Story. But, however, because it bombed so hard at the box office and it was during the summer, Warner Brothers abandoned it completely. So, I'll bet money that Frankenstein gets into picture because Guillermo del Toro movies always get in picture unless it's animated like Pinocchio. Well, they don't always get nominated. I mean, let's be fair here. Only 2 Guillermo del Toro movies have gotten nominated for Best Picture. They are The Shape of Water and Nightmare Alley. Those are the only 2 films of his that got nominated for Best Picture. None of the others got nominated for Best Picture. So I don't think we could say, oh, his movies always get in. No, only 2 got in. And it's like, again, it's a horror movie. I don't want to bite on a horror movie this early. Like, when the movie comes out and people say that it is actually an awards contender, then I'll take it seriously. But right now, I don't want to take it seriously. Industry awards can boost it. But again, the industry awards, like, they'll only boost it if the studio bothers to campaign it. But if One Battle After Another bombs, then they're not going to want to campaign it. And if they're not going to campaign it, then the industry awards are not going to be able to see it because they're not going to get the screeners because that costs money to put out screeners. So I just don't think so. Like, if it bombs this early in the year, then like no, I think they're going to abandon it. What are your thoughts about Mother Mary? Probably not happening. We don't know for sure if it's full on a horror yet. It could have a ton more of dramatic flow. That's true, but we'll have to see. Frankenstein feels like it feels like it will get the Nosferatu package. That's fair, especially considering it is Guillermo del Toro. That's fine. Do you think Marty Supreme will be a Golden Globe comedy or drama? I have no idea at this point. I have no idea. Would you rather watch Shrek 5 or Toy Story 5 if you could today? Well, I do love the Toy Story movie, so I guess maybe Toy Story 5. I mean, to be fair, I'm not really the biggest fan of Shrek. I really don't like the first film. And that's kind of it. I haven't really seen, I've not seen Shrek 2 or Shrek 3. I didn't really care for Shrek Forever After, whereas I loved all the Toy Story movies, so I know I'm going to at least like Toy Story 5. I know you don't believe I strongly disagree. Warner Bros. Is going to campaign it hard. It's Leo and PTA. We'll see. We'll see. My God, I've been going on for a long time. 3 hours and 15 minutes. I might get ready to wrap it up. So if we have any, like, you know, any questions to sort of like wrap up the stream? Let's see. How likely is it that Toy Story 5 wins Best Animated Feature? I would bet on it right now, probably. Granted, Disney's not on the best streak right now, but like, if it still gets in the high 90s, then yeah, Toy Story 5 wins. But yeah, like I said, I'm really hoping we're able to get like any new memberships or even like any Ko-Fi support. You know, the end of the month is coming along, and we could use as much help as we can. But yeah, guys, yeah. You can go for 4 hours. I can, but do I want to? That's a question. I saw a comment under the trailer of someone who saw a test screening of One Battle After Another, and it says like Inherent Vice in a good way. Well, Inherent Vice didn't get nominated for Best Picture, now did it? So we'll have to see. For your animated tier list, Vid, I recommend changing the thumbnail because that's a big part of the view count. Maybe I might try to change the thumbnail. We'll have to see. Thoughts on the one picture we got of the Odyssey? I'm really excited. I think like people are saying, oh, the costumes look like shit. It's like, it's gonna look better in context and like the full like lighting and camera. It's like it's gonna look fine. It's gonna look really good. I'm not concerned. I'm really excited for the Odyssey. It's my most anticipated film for next year. Christopher Nolan is the GOAT. Here's hoping it could be another big Oscar contender. Yes, I saw the recent photos of the Odyssey. Yeah, Zendaya, Tom Holland, Matt Damon. I didn't see Zendaya. I did not see the Zendaya picture. Let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah, here's Tom Holland. I'm looking at Tom Holland. Yeah, yeah, I'm really interested to see what he does in the film. That's, yeah. Oh, okay, there she is. Yeah, okay, yeah. There's Zendaya in the Odyssey. All right, yeah. I'm really excited for the Odyssey. It looks so. Nolan again. Nolan is the GOAT. He is just the GOAT. That's just how it is in this world. I'm hoping he can. I'm pretty sure the Odyssey will still be like a big Oscar contender because like it's still got to be, you know. Like, it's still gotta be, like, as long as it's not, like, weird, like Interstellar or Tenet, I think it'll still get in. I think it will still get in. AJ, wait, what? At this point, if you could only predict one of the 20th Century Studios films to get into Best Picture, between Deliver Me From Nowhere and Avatar Fire and Ash, which one would you choose? Avatar, because that's the safer pick right now. Please talk about taxes. What? What? I don't know. What? The Odyssey does seem like an old-fashioned epic that the Oscars used to embrace. Yeah, as long as like the Odyssey is like simple but executed brilliantly, I think it'll be fine. Do you think Dune Messiah will get into adapted screenplay? Maybe, but it really depends. It depends on the competition, I guess. He's one of the GOATs, yeah. Christopher Nolan, yeah. What's the member stream going to be about on Saturday? Again, probably just more play and chat. I think, like, in case you guys don't know, I've actually been doing some play and chats, like playing some video games while, you know, chatting with the chat. And I really like it. I really like this format. And next, like this upcoming stream, I'm actually going to be talking about, like, I'm actually going to be playing Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. It was this old Jurassic Park building game where you could just build your own Jurassic Park. I remember really loving it when I was a kid. So, yeah, I can't wait to play that. I've actually not played that game since I was a kid. So I'm really excited I'm really excited to play that and stuff. It's going to involve time warping stuff, like all the stuff. Yeah, something regarding, yeah, it's Christopher Nolan, so it's going to involve some sort of time thing. When was the game released? 2003. It was released in 2003. If the Odyssey gets insane box office numbers, Nolan and the film will probably be locked at the Oscars. And the Odyssey is going to do very well at the box office. Because, like I said before, earlier in the stream, the only person I think is actually, like, bankable, like, you put his name in this film and he's directing it, it's Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan has more box office power than any actor today. Like, he made a biopic about the guy who created the atomic bomb, and it's not like an action film or anything, and it's R-rated, and it's 3 hours long, and yet it almost made $1 billion. Like, Christopher Nolan knows how to grip he knows how to grip an audience more than anyone else. So, like, the Odyssey will probably make $1 billion, if I'm going to be completely honest. Like, at this point in his career, Christopher, as long as it has the critical reviews on its side, then it's going to make $1 billion easily. Tom Cruise still has pull. He has some pull, but his movies are never a guaranteed hit at the box office. His movies are never a guaranteed hit. I mean, hell, look at Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. That movie bombed at the box office. And even then, it's like, even before Top Gun Maverick, like, Tom Cruise still had some box office bombs, like Edge of Tomorrow, and I don't think Oblivion did all that well. So it's like, Tom Cruise does not have that much box office pull. When was the game released? It came out in 2003. Well, no, I think you already said. The only exceptions are Dunkirk and Dunkirk did very well. Dunkirk made like $500 million, and it like, and the budget. Like, let me look at the budget. Dunkirk did very well at the box office. Yeah. It made $530 million off of a $100 million budget. Like, war movies don't make that kind of money these days. And that was a big success for, so yeah, no, Dunkirk was unequivocally a box office success. And Tenet, you have to put an asterisk beside that because it was released in the middle of the pandemic. But even then, it still made 300. Like, how much money did Tenet make worldwide? Let me look it up. Tenet made $365 million on a $205 million budget, which is not great. But again, you have to keep in mind, this was a pandemic. Like, it released in the middle of a pandemic. So it was never going to make, it was never going to break even. Like, it was never going to do that. If there was no pandemic, judging from, and also keep in mind, like, it was during a pandemic, and yet Tenet was still one of the highest grossing films of that year. Like, it still made more money than most movies did during the pandemic. So that means if there was no pandemic, it probably could have made like $600 million or something. It probably could have done way better than it did. I thought Oppenheimer was getting 500 million. Yeah, no, Oppenheimer. Yeah, I thought Oppenheimer would maybe, like, at best get like 400 million. I didn't expect nearly $1 billion. Tenet probably makes 650 to 900 million under normal conditions. Probably not 900 million, but I'd probably say 600 is probably, like, 600 million is probably a good estimate. So yeah, like, Tenet, we cannot count Tenet in terms of Christopher Nolan's box office, really, because it came out in the middle of a pandemic and it was never going to make the money it could have. So, but Christopher Nolan is still the unequivocally, like, he is the box office king. He is the box office king of the world. Oh, what was the budget? Are you talking about of Tenet? Tenet had a budget of 200 million. I remember thinking 500, 600 million would be good for Oppenheimer, but it almost made $1 billion. Yeah. And honestly, if it gets, maybe, I think in the future, upon re-releases, it's going to cross that $1 billion threshold. I believe that will be the case. I mean, think about it. It's a biopic. It's a 3-hour-long R-rated biopic about the guy who created the atomic bomb, and we never even see, like, the Hiroshima explosion or anything like that. We never even see that. And yet it still made it almost made $1 billion. That's so crazy. That's what makes me think Christopher Nolan is box office king. He's the only bankable person in Hollywood. Definitely getting $1 billion after release before Odyssey. Well, I don't know. I don't know about before the Odyssey. I think, like, it'll take like maybe 10 years or something through re-releases for, maybe even more than that, for the Oppenheimer to make $1 billion. Unless they, like, really hype up Oppenheimer before the Odyssey. Because I do feel like the Odyssey will make $1 billion. The Odyssey, I feel like, is going to make $1 billion, because especially now, coming off of Oppenheimer, which many people consider to be Christopher Nolan's best film, winning Best Picture, sweeping the Oscars, like I feel like the Odyssey, if it has the critical strength, it is going to make $1 billion. But Barbenheimer helped it, but it had great legs. Yeah, it had great legs. I do think Barbenheimer definitely did help it, but it was going. But apparently, people were just that interested to see Oppenheimer. Like, people, like, yeah. What are your thoughts on Anemone? Do you think Daniel Day-Lewis could get nominated for Best Actor in his son's first film? As long as the film is, like, pretty well received and Focus Features does try to campaign him. Although I have heard I've heard whispers that maybe Daniel Day-Lewis could be supporting, but I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I don't want to doubt Daniel Day-Lewis right now. I can't really do that because he's freaking Daniel Day-Lewis. I mean, good God. If it gets okay reviews and Daniel Day-Lewis gets universal praise, it can happen. Okay reviews, a little bit. It depends, I guess. Do you think Ann Lee will be an Oscar contender? Not right now, I don't think. I don't know. What do you think of Paul Thomas Anderson movie trailer that dropped today? Oh yeah, I already discussed that. I said, like, it looks good. I mean, or at least it looks fine. I'm not exactly sure. I'm hoping it's not like Licorice Pizza, because I did not like Licorice Pizza. Diff doesn't look Oscar bait. It looks experimental. I'm not exactly sure what to make of this, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure what to make of it. The Academy better keep those Oscars warm for one battle after another. We'll see. We'll see. Fact or fiction? With the type of films he does, Brody Corbet only goes near the Oscars if he does another historical type film. I don't know. Again, I think it ultimately depends on like how well received his films are. So I'm not exactly sure. Thoughts on Gambit coming back for Avengers? Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I'm really happy for Channing Tatum. I guess it's not really a spoiler anymore because it's all public now, but out of all the cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine, I was really most happy for Channing Tatum as Gambit because bro for over 10 years was like, man, I want to make a Gambit movie. Gambit's like my favorite superhero, and he was trying to get that Gambit movie made for the longest time. And you know, when Disney bought Fox, they didn't want to move forward with it. And apparently, he said that he got so depressed that he kind of like stepped away from acting. And it's like I felt really bad for him. And now that he finally gets to play Gambit, like he's finally getting to play Gambit. It's like, I feel so happy for him. It's like he finally gets to have, like, his dream role. Like, I felt really happy for him. I'm not excited for this MCU stuff anymore. It's lost all its magic. I'm still looking forward to some of them, but it is very hit or miss. I am not really surprised. So, yeah. Like, I really hope they can nail Doomsday. They really need to nail Doomsday. My God. Do you think the TIFF winner from this year will overshadow The Life of Chuck? I'm not sure. Again, we will have to see. I'm not exactly sure about that. I will say, it's been 3 hours, like 3.5 hours. Doomsday is probably going to suck, to be honest. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. God, I really should make We'll Have to See into a t-shirt. I want to make that into a shirt. So, yeah. What do you think about August 29th release date for The Roses? Oh, yeah, it's probably not happening. It's not happening at the Oscars. Nope. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna get nominated. I think that kind of killed it. But yeah, I will say I'm probably gonna get ready to end the stream. It's been quite a long time. Like, again, like 3.5 hours. But yeah, guys, like, any final thoughts before I sign off? Any final thoughts? Because, like I said, Oscar predictions will resume next week. I will do Best Picture, and throughout the rest of the year, at least up until December, it's gonna go through this through this thing. Week 1 will be Best Picture predictions. Week 2 will be Director and Screenplay predictions. Week 3, the acting categories. And Week 4, the below the line categories. And with that last one, the below the line categories, that will like that. Those are in the below the line predictions. That's where I will predict best casting, the new Oscar category. So yeah. Did you escape the Mothman? What Mothman? I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you, Sensei. Viva la Revolution. Yes. The Academy better engrave Johnny Greenwood's name on the Oscar for Best Original Score. We'll see what happens. I keep saying that, man. Fuck, I'm gonna make that a shirt when I get off. All right, yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for becoming member, not for those of you that are members. And like I said, please consider supporting us on Ko-Fi. We really need it. We really do need that. So yeah, like if you're feeling ever so generous, I mean, obviously don't send a tip if you're like struggling for money or anything like that. But we could probably use some assistance before the first. So yeah, guys. Why are they adding more categories when the Conan show was 3.5 hours? I mean, because I feel like I want more. How I explain it? It's like there are still some crafts that should be honored at the Oscars that they just haven't yet. Like for example, casting or stunts. But yeah, like I said, guys. We'll have to see what all this happens. But yeah, consider supporting us on Ko-Fi. That would really mean a lot. And be sure you hit that subscribe button. They should split sound, but yeah. Oh yeah, they should also split sound again. Yeah, they need to split sound. I don't like the lone sound category. I want best sound editing and sound mixing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And be sure you hit that subscribe button. Because if you don't, I will never predict the Oscars again.